The ladders are starting to take shape. We'll probably talk more about that in a little while, probably at half-time, as the umpire holds the ball aloft. And this is Mitch McKenzie as we are ready to go, and you can take it away, Liam.
Thank you very much, Leo. Ball underway, up in the air. First clearing kick came from Officer, didn't go too far. Tommy Taylor's already had a disposal, kicks to the outer side where a teammate was just waiting in hand. They'll load the ball towards the forward 50. Taylor Joyce was the original target. He couldn't quite get out there and reach the football. Officer try and come away with it through Lukey Smoush. He got his hands on the footy but was wrapped up straight away. He'll have a stoppage about 55 out home from the Monbulk goal.
Step over toe hold there. Good tackle. I like that.
Ball back up in the air. Tap out one there that time by Rutherford of Monbulk. Quick kick away from a number 3 out there, Leo. We don't have a 3 on the list.
Oh, well.
And we've got a mark here taken by Monbulk around pretty much directly in front. I'm just waiting for you to turn around. Young man in the long sleeves and the flashy pinky boots.
Aren't they nice, eh?
Yeah, they are very, very nice. Bit of a mullet too.
So we'll find that out very, very soon, because I've got, what did I do with all my beautiful new paraphernalia? And have a look at this. So what Monbulk did for Uncle Leo, they printed out. Oh, isn't this pretty, mate?
Kick went through to goal, and it goes to Taj Beddoes. First goal of the afternoon, go the way of the Hawks there, 1 straight 6. Officer yet to score. We've gone 80 seconds of play.
Oh, about a minute 20, I think, and a minute and a half. But that's a good start, isn't it? And I'm visually flicking through my beautiful printed out record, and if I can find it.
Sorry, Ben Smith was the goal kicker. Got my names mixed up there. I was looking at the wrong team sheet for a second.
You ruined my...
Sorry, Leo.
There we go. It's all fixed.
Got too excited, though.
You are forgiven. They've got another clearance as well, and unfortunately, it's gone to centre half forward. This time it's a Linda. Officer. Been away for 1 week, and a little short pass finds its way to Smulch. I love that. The surname's been called to play on. Comes towards our broadcast van. We're on the wing here at Monbulk, and a nice little mark, uncontested, to Hancock. Wants to run out now. Puts it back into that centre corridor. Dangerous kick if it doesn't come off. Good little spoil over there to top by Joyce of Monbulk, but they can get the ball back. Number 83, Danny Taylor. There's a big number for you. Puts an extra kilo on you just about. Good little throw of the ball outside, but Officer trying to pick it up. A bit of fumbling going on. Whistle on play. Umpire says it's going to go the way of Officer. And this is Taj Beddoes, the phantom goal kicker, according to Liam. You only live it to half a game. It's all right. We all do it. So straight down the centre of the ground he goes, into that forward 50. Good little spoil over the back. That's Major who did that for Monbulk. They can come out towards that forward pocket. The wind's blowing that way. Has that been signalled out on the full? I think it has been. So free kick. An Officer number 3. Could be Dale Hines, but I don't think he's playing. So someone else must be wearing his jumper. He was a 3 for Officer.
I'm sure we'll get that throughout the afternoon.
We'll find out very, very soon. Unless they've had a late change, which I wasn't aware of. Big long kick. Right in front of that beautiful new pavilion up there. James Molino as well. Just got a bit of head wobble up because he had a lot to do with as well. He was over there. I think I saw him out there. Little kick underground. And that was by Harry Dean. Should be at Orth. I like that, Harry Dean. And there's another whistle on play. And this time the umpire says, I will ball it up. It's about 50 metres out from the Officer goal. Kicking uphill. Jim Brook in, throws it nice and high with a nice little side spin as well. And pull both ruck because no one got a hand on it. Little handball comes out there. The old 1-2. And that was a 3 on Monbulk. That's who's got the number 3 on. That's who we've got to try and see. We'll pick that up very, very soon because they are wearing their heritage jumpers and a few of them didn't have it. They go down where the old log cabin used to be, and it was a beauty as well. Nice little handball. Good long handball out there by Taylor Joyce. Can they get the ball moving? Monbulk, they've turned it over. An Officer straight through the middle of the ground. Go through Smulch.
Mark taken there out on the lead strongly by Matt Rogers. Rogers kicks inside forward 50 and there's no one there at home. And Tommy Taylor, third disposal early, relieves out of the back line. They're going to bring it to the broadcast side. Kick is a little bit of a wobbler, although there's a whistle on play, downfield, advantage play on. Linda kicks to about 25 out. Taylor Joyce in a 2-on-1. Gets his hands on the footy. Tried to shrug 2. Couldn't do so. Linda now gets the footy. He's deep in the pocket. Shrugs around. Kicks around the body to the top of the square. Nearly fumbling mark there taken. Can Officer relieve? And they will for a free kick.
Oh, nearly a goal there, Liam. They just almost took that mark. Could have almost been paid. Hall runs himself into trouble. There's Mitchy Neal. They can finally get out through the outer side of the ground. And move the ball quickly. I think the mark's been paid over there. This is Danny Taylor. Just slow and play down here. Officer, yet to score. Monbulk, 1 straight 6 on our scoreboard. Big long kick. No one can take that mark. Handball over the top they go. And they're out now. Officer, that runs back into trouble. Shouldn't have gone that way, young Smolch. And just about turned it over, but they're good enough. No, they have turned it over. We just went the wrong way. Straight back into traffic. Don't do that ever, mate, when you're playing your game of footy.
Oh, gosh, no. Get it straight up the 45s.
Coach killer. Straight back into that forward 50. Had to come out.
Oh, Joyce.
Oh, good lead, good mark. And good, strong mark, Taylor Joyce. About 40 metres out in front of what would have been the log cabin. Used to have a big bunch of supporters out there. They gave you so much information as regards to where you should kick it if you weren't playing for Monbulk. Not one of it was helpful. So coming in.
Bet you copped a little bit of it back in the day.
Oh, it was always complimentary, I thought. So coming in now, 45 metres out, deliberate walk up, good looking kick off the boot. Goal umpire just stands it, not going to make the distance as it's been rushed through for a behind. And Monbulk got to that score of 1-1-7. Getting a bit fresh there, Blair. A bit squishy today, aren't we? Officer yet to score. 6 minutes gone, quarter number 1. So we'll find out who's wearing the Monbulk number 3. It's Nick Sargent in the record, but I'm not sure if it's him.
Ball back out of full back. Very low kick, nearly underground. Mark was good enough to be taken. They'll bring it out right in front of us. Bernardo will sit underneath it. Last year's best and fairest. Touched off hands. Not free kick going the way of Anthony Bernardo. Very good footballer.
Yep. Division 1 B in the
as well. He'll go backwards. The mark has been taken there. Harry Dean, the author, as Leo likes to call him.
Just sounds like an author.
Good spoil there by Oates, and they'll go inside forward 50 once again here. Monbulk. Joyce was the leader originally in the run, but was quickly overtaken by Thompson. Still here. Monbulk, snap around the body from Bedson.
Oh, he's celebrated maybe a bit prematurely, I think.
And
put the hand up and thought, I'm going to kick this goal.
He's
missed it
behind. 1-2-8. Officer yet to score. And 7 and a bit minutes gone in the first quarter.
So I come out to the broadcast van. This time it's been turned over once again, picked up and kicked there by Grimes into the centre half forward. Unfortunately, it didn't go far enough. And the resulting free kick going to go the way of Officer. It's gone against Stevie Oates. Where do they want to go? Just slowing the play up here. Mitch Neal with it once more. Goes very, very short once more. And Luke Smolch takes the mark. What do they want to do? They just want to chip the ball around and come right to our broadcast van. The kick just carried enough to find the skipper there in Benny O'Loughlin. He's got to be playing on now. Oh, almost got smothered off the boot there by Lind. The umpire says it's okay. Play it on. A lot of players back there for Monbulk. Overrun the football. Little handball comes out. Little check side kick. And this is by Bedays of Officer. And he finds the boundary line. Unfortunately for him, it's gone out of bounds on the full. The resulting turnover free kick are going to go the way of Ryan Gilbert. Anything in particular you've spotted so far besides that beautiful puppy on your phone?
I've spotted the Monbulk are doing a high press. So they're leaving about 2 or 3 of the Officer lads in their sort of back half and then just pushing straight up, making sure that, it's so difficult to get it into 450.
Sure, a short kick comes here and mark's been taken by number 3. We're going to call him Nick Sargent, but I don't think it is. But if it is, we'll find out very, very soon.
We just guess half the time anyway.
Well, we do. We'll get Aidan to run out to the coach's box with later on and find out who that number 3 is. Gone in front of our broadcast van once again. Looking for the big fella. Put the 1 mid out almost stuck in his hands and Joyce. Umpire said, no, you have got to hang on to it. And this time it's going to be a ball up. This is umpire Glennie Cooper.
Came over and said hello before we got under.
Yeah, he's parked a couple of cars up from us as well, and very nice of him to say good day. Lovely tap out, found its way down, and Monbulk, here they go. Lovely pick up, and then on the left foot, a little bit of a snapshot by Grimes. Doesn't travel the required distance. No, running into an open goal was Benny Hewson. And it's been snuck through for a behind. I was just talking to his old man Chris, who's an absolute legend up here. 1-3-9 now, Monbulk at the 9-minute mark. Officer yet to score. Chris Hewson played in numerous premierships, captain, coach. He's just a legend of local footy. Ben Hewson, his big brother Michael, also played here as well. And one of the reasons why Monbulk are in such a good position. Kicking from fullback.
Yeah, it came from O'Loughlin too, and the mark has been taken by Dean. Dean's kick short is really cut off. A little bit of a hand there, intercepted. Wensley got the quick handball away. Sargent you think. Got the handball illegally.
If it's not Sarge, he's not going to be happy because he's just given away a free kick.
Josh Westra will get the free kick for the warding of the holding the ball there on his defensive half. He'll kick to the broadcast side. We don't usually get a lot of footy on the broadcast side. Went through a few sets of hands, and now Leo was just about gone out of sight with the handball coming from Lukey Smouch.
Straight back there, turned it over once again. Should have got a kick. They do so now. Straight down the middle of the ground. Monbulk, can they pick it up? They've got plenty of players on the run. Long handball over the top. Oh, lovely little blind turn out of trouble was Bateson. What can he do with it? Looking for the big fella and George too. Bang, crash, get out the way. Bateson finishes up with it once more. That's an incorrect disposal. Unluckily. And you can't play on in front of your mark, so you've got to go back. So the free kick going to go the way of Harry Dean. Anything you've spotted so far, Aidan?
Yeah, I just think for the moment, Officer just need to just have a little bit more composure with the ball. They're just rushing a few of their kicks, and Monbulk are just using a little bit better for the moment. So we'll see what happens throughout the game.
I love putting commentators on the pressure when they're playing. Was it Candy Crush? Is that what it is?
No, I'm looking at the live scores.
Yeah, we're going to get a few of those. We'll let them get them underway for a little while, and we'll get some scores. You've got a bit of time now, Aidan. Anything in particular happening?
We'll have a quick look now. I was just looking at the netball there, but for Premier Division, Mount Evelyn 1-2 Wade leading.
Just hang on a second. Off the ground, Monbulk got an opportunity. Quick thinking, quick goal. And that was Harry Fleming. And that's the second goal on the board there to the Hawks. They go to 2-3-15 at the 11-minute mark. Officer just can't get anything going at the moment. Yes, Aidan.
Mount Evelyn 1-2 Wade leading Alindafuni Creek 0-1-1. Monbulk 1-3-9. Obviously leading off. Actually, well, 2-3-15 it is now.
Yeah, you're way ahead of them, mate.
No scores so far for Narre Warren up way Tacoma, and Woori Alec 2-2-14 are leading Pakenham 0-1-1. That's our Premier Division scores.
Thanks very much, and we're back in the middle at the moment. I'll get you to go through Division 1, or may have some of those shortly as well as netball. Up they go. Getting up very high, got the left hand to it was Wensley of Monbulk, and they get the clearance through the same. Chappie goes towards that forward 50, getting shoved out the road there. Did quite well. Wester of Officer, can he pick up the ball? They can't. There's Monbulk that just got hold of the footy once more into that forward 50, low and direct kick there. Oh, was that in the back? The umpire said, no, you stumbled over your own feet there. That was Thompson of Officer. Can they get it out? I just want to negate this because they're under a lot of pressure, the backs of Officer. And they may just need to run a couple of players round back. What have you got for me, May?
Alrighty, so Healesville, Yarra Glen. Healesville 0-2-2 to Yarra Glen 1-3-9. No score logged yet for Gembrook, Cockatoo and Belgrave. Cool. And a quick snap there. No, nothing doing on that one. And we've also got Seville 3-2-20 leading Berwick Springs 0-0-0.
Of course, big news last week, of course, with Nathan O'Keefe, we believe, having a very serious knee injury, possibly for the year, and that's going to drag Seville all the way back to everybody else, I think, ladies and gentlemen. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. And gee, I certainly hope not, because he's a super fella, Nathan O'Keefe, and do wish him all the very, very best. And hopefully that news I got was incorrect. Kick in was very, very poor. It was negated by Wall, and Nick Wall, he's just been dealt with. And the umpire says, you can't do that. So I'm going to give the free kick to you about 45 metres out. And Nick Wall, I believe it's Nick Wall out there. Can have a ping at goals. Usually not a bad way to kick, but there's quite a strong breeze blowing up that way. So he's gone for the short pass and, fooled everybody, including his teammates, and turned the ball straight back over. Getting called to play on now. The Officer's young player, and this is Chase Smoltz as he goes to the outer side of the ground. In front of the pavilion, just moving a bit slow to move the ball at the moment, Officer. They usually like chipping the ball around, have to go long. This plays in the Monbulk's hands as they go over the back. Good mark, no, it was dropped over there by Joyce. I'm going to keep calling him somebody else that used to wear the old famous number 8. Oh, is that in the back? Dump tackle? It is. So Michael Langworth used to wear the number 8, and there's a bit of dissension. And there is a 25-metre penalty, which is about a good 25-metre penalty. And then the umpire says you can play on, so the handball finds its way out. And Monbulk was a good, low, hard kick, but no one can take hold of the football. Handball comes across into that forward pocket. They just go backwards to go forward. I think that could have been Beddoes once again. A little bit of a worm cutter there. Opportunity gone as Officer take hold of the footy. Kick it straight in the middle of the ground once more. Indirect, and the mark has been taken by Jaden Joyce.
Jaden Joyce hands it off straight away to Gilbert, and Gilbert's kick short is good and finds Decker. Decker hands it off. Tom Taylor, busy early. Handball's over the top. Taylor will get it back. Just got a kick in time before he got mown down. Hancock with the footy for Officer on the half-back flank.
Gotcha.
Crunching tackle. Could have been maybe a hold as the ball was disposed of before he was wrapped up, but Monbulk in a dangerous position. Off the ground, how about that?
Oh, that's one of our goals of the afternoon already. Mackay, is that Mackay?
Mackay Bateson has kicked a beauty off the ground. Old soccer style, eat your heart out, get him in the Socceroos team. There's Monbulk's third of the afternoon. 3-4-22 they are now. Officer yet to score. 15 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Incredible and great goal, great thinking by the young fella in Bateson, and usually a bit of fun with people have two first names. This guy's got two surnames. Mackay Bateson, what a great little kick off the ground that was. A lot of these players all come up through their junior ranks, guys, and it really is a credit to Monbulk. They usually play with about 15, 16, 17 of their locals, which is a terrific effort. Lovely tap out once again by Rutherford, and Monbulk got the clearance, and here they go. A little chip kick, didn't go too far by Spencer. Goes to the wing, but it's been turned over. Opportunity here now as Officer go through the agency of Lukey Smolch. Goes to that pavilion, but they still go very, very short. Another little kick over here. That was always Bro in chase. Smolch, and they have really gained not much territory at all. Still on centre wing, front of the pavilion where the luncheon is taking place. I've missed out on desserts, the things I do for you fellas. All the way to centre half forward, the mark should be, and it has been taken, and off they go once again. It was Wirtz who got it. Comes back out to the broadcast wing, looking for and finding Thornton. I'll keep going so you can see Liam.
I could go off the screen if you'd like.
Well, we're going now. Pass it over to your right now. The goal kicker in Bateson takes the mark.
Bateson has it, kicks towards the middle of the ground. They've opted to go the switch here. Rutherford on the outer side of the ground. A little bit of control of the football here is okay. The ball went out in front of Veet. Genuine one-on-one. And a free kick's going to be awarded to him. A little bit of a push in the back there. Veet, a grubber down the line. Got a little bit of distance on it. Was intended for Linda out in front there, and it's right in front of that magnificent pavilion there. Outer side, 16.5, nearly 17 gone. 3-4 plays. Officer who are yet to score as Leo was just fiddling around. I'll keep going.
Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing, mate.
Ball thrown back in. Bryce got the clear, decisive tap down. Handball over the top to Beddoes, who kicked, I thought it was a phantom goal, but he was playing for the other team. They go inside forward 50 now, and that's a nice mark going back with the flight of the ball, and that was taken by Wirtz. Wirtz shifts the play to the outer side where Monbulk go for a little bit of run on the outer side. Can they pick it up before the reinforcements come? They do. The handball went to Hewson. He's wrapped up in a crunching tackle, but the umpire will call for it. Neutral territory for both sides. 17.5 minutes gone. Officer just had a little bit more disposal in the last couple of minutes. We just haven't got any reward on the scoreboard yet. Officer might get a chance to reload and go inside their 450 here. They deserve a little bit of a reward for effort here, and here's Bryce with the football. Next kick's important, opts to handball. Handball to Schmouch, whose kick inside 450's come off. The mark has been taken by Rogers. Rogers, he's looking around, not 100% confident, plays on. Thumping kick. He's got it through as well.
Yeah, kicking with the breeze up there, and you can certainly do it right behind your back. And Matty Rogers, well, long time coming, 18 minutes in fact for Officers to get their first score. They did need that badly, and it just gets him in the ball game. 3-4-22, Monbulk, 1 goal straight, Officer, and they certainly needed that. Aidan, what else you got for us?
We'll have a quick look at the Division 2 scores here while we've got the chance, Leo. So Broadford Yea 106, trailing to Alexandra 2-3-15. So a pretty high scoring game out there at Powelltown, 6-1-37 apiece between them and King Lake. And so far just one score in the clash between Yarra Junction and Warburton Millgrove, which is one solitary behind.
Yeah, always a shootout down there at the mill at Powelltown. So it's going to be a beauty if they've kicked 12 in the first quarter between them. Out they go once again. Another clearance, a bit of a drop kick. Umpire says it's okay to our number 3. Goes back now. Monbulk, can they pick it up? Little handball comes out. Now it is. I thought he would have handballed it earlier than that. I'm way ahead of my time. That was by Strawn. And they go straight back into that forward 50 now. Over everybody's head. The only one that read it well was the Benny O'Loughlin, the skipper of Officer. Kicks back to centre up back, playing on straight away. Luke Smolch comes to our broadcast van. They're off and running through tail if they want to. Dodgers 1 player and Dodgers 2 players. Now just kicks a very high little lob shot right to centre half forwards. There's a couple of Monbulk players there, and they clear it quite comfortably through. A Taylor goes out to the wing on the top side. Unfortunately, not enough Monbulkians there. As Officer, they can clear it now. There's the Division 1 BNF of last year. Bernardo picked it up on the right foot. Very close to the boundary line, usually bounces straight back in on that hill. Nobody can pick it up. Bernardo goes back once again, played for a bit of a free kick. The umpire says you did it nicely, I'll give it here. And the free kick are going to go the way of Anthony Bernardo.
Bernardo out of side wing. He'll kick down the line. Just went through a few sets of hands there. Monbulk players are out the back. I'll get it out now. Taylor again, that's disposal number 10 for him. Kicks to our unknown man, number 3. They just sort of slow things down here. We've entered time on first quarter. Big kick, pavilion side. Joyce in a 2-on-1 essentially, and just
too big.
Yeah, he's too big, too strong. Can hit a cricket ball too, from all reports. Taylor Joyce kicks in board. Just a nest of kangaroos waiting there, although it's come out the back here. But is anyone going to be able to run onto the ball? 2-on-1. Now that's a smart, intelligent soccer off the ground, and that's not going to be the worst possible result, because it's just trickled over the boundary line before Decker can get his hands on the footy, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in the Monbulk attack. 3-4 plays, 1 straight.
Ooh, May's got an important score. What is it, May?
So it's Adelaide taking on the Eagles. Oh, we'll just cross back to the game because we've got a free kick shot on goal for Monbulk.
Yeah, free kick to Monbulk.
No, that doesn't matter. What's the score?
41-7.
Oh.
Just quickly, Adelaide's up.
Yeah, that's over.
It's game over. So our number 3, who
Battle of the Birds.
Aiden's going to find out who he is very, very soon.
I was going to send Liam out if he wants to drive home.
Fair call too. On the left foot, straight as an arrow, and it goes straight through for another goal there to Monbulk on the 21-minute mark. Very handy coming into quarter time. 4-4, 28 lead. Officer 1 goal straight. And like I said, 21 and a bit minutes gone into time on.
That's your phone, Leo.
Is that what it was?
Is that Jason?
I thought we had Avon calling.
Jason's fixing the car today.
Oh, no, it's David.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, yes, I'll check it out. I'm very good at this sometimes. Keep talking amongst yourself.
Ball back in the middle now. 4-4 plays, 1 straight. No mucking around. The ball straight back up in the air. Monbulk rocked just a little bit too early in the jump there, Winsley, but it's going to matter nothing as Strawn will get the centre clearance inside forward 50. Who's going to mark the footy? Comes to ground. Umpires found a free kick for a hole going the way of Officer. Advantage has been paid and they're away. Taylor goes for a run. Handball's over the top. Short kick towards Bernardo is going to be good as he trickles onto the footy. Taylor tries to confront him. He kicks inside forward 50. Bernardo, can they get a mark? Not quite. Went through 2 sets of hands. Clark was the intended target. Now the Hawks come away in defence, and they've got a little bit of run on here through the middle, through Benson. He's kicked towards the forward 50s. Good. It puts it out in front of a 19. You don't have a 19.
Yeah,
there,
that's Harry Fleming.
Sorry.
Yep, I gave it.
Just had to look down the bottom. I forgot where I wrote it.
Yep, and it's done.
Anyway, Leo, over to you.
Thanks, mate. 50 metres out here, closing on quarter time. It's thrown about 60 metres out. The umpire got a bit of an angle on that one. No one actually got the touch as it went overhead of everybody, but Monbulk through the agency of a couple of handballs. Now they can kill. Oh, good block over there as well. That was laid out there by Wensley. Taylor's got it, and that's Tommy. Goes into that forward 50. Top of the goal square it is. A one-on-one situation. Nobody can hang on to that mark. Just dodging around one way, the other way. The kick was smothered. Just couldn't land it on the boot properly. So Monbulk trying to get the rebound now at the moment. Being tackled without the footy there, I thought was Nicky Wall. Umpire agrees. And the free kick now. Thought this was going to be another 25, but the umpires just said, hang on a sec. It's got to come back. It's going to be kicking right on that 50-metre arc, which I'm not sure if it is 50, but we call it that. Into what Breezer is. It's going to be against him. So Nick Wall got plenty of pictures on the legs there too. Whoops, why can't you do that? Just turn the play on. Oh, that's at 50? No, 25 or whatever it is these days.
This was his teammate that was throwing it back to him.
Oh, you can't do that. Then you can't give it 25 against you. Oh, okay, fair. Anyway, look. Overhead. The lands in the hands there. A nice little kick around that corner by Joyce. But I think the Breeze has brought that back. Yeah, it has. Daly Joyce gets his first goal. Oh,
hang on.
Controversy.
Hang on. Oh, no.
We're going to get a score review.
Emerald and Gembrook all over again.
Score review.
Aiden's very intrigued.
Yeah, you've got to pick up on these things as the
Did it
special
hit the
comments
post, guys? Is that what they're saying?
I think they're debating whether it's gone over the post. And it's
It has.
behind.
Oh, hang on. It's a point now. Sorry, Taylor Joyce. So it's gone to 4-5-29. And that's the 24.5-minute mark. They should have gone to us. We would have told them. And the kick in now. It's been taken. Lukey Smolch with it. Halfback flank goes very, very short indeed. Matt's got the ball. Plays on. Down the line they go. That forward 50. There's a good mark, and they're playing on now straight away. Having a shot on goal from about 50 metres out is Leeson. Where's it going to go? It's bouncing towards the forward pocket up there towards the netball courts, and it's gone out of bounds. Good bit of play there by the Kangaroos. Unfortunately, just could not get the score on the board.
You can read that score out now if you do.
Yes, Adelaide 6-5-41 leading the poor West Coast Eagles 1-8.
No sympathy for them. Throw it in there once again. It was tapped out this time by Leeson of Officer. It's on the ground. A lot of players around the footy. You can't see anything happening other than a ball up. But it's going to be exactly that coming into quarter time. Be handy if the Officer Roo boys can get a goal on the board. It's about 20 metres out from their goal at the moment. Up in the ruck they went. I thought Joyce got the better of that. A lot of players, I can't even see the footy. And the umpire says, I'll ball it up again.
Free kick.
No, he's paid a free kick. In actual fact, and it's going to go to way of Officer. This is going to be very, very handy.
Bernardo.
It looks like Bernardo. He's not a tall man, so from the distance we're at, couldn't quite see him. So distance not an issue. 45-degree angle, about 20 metres out. Drops the ball well on his boot, and it was touched. Off the boot. Oh, it just didn't get a bit of height on that kick. It was just a little pokey kick. They go to 1-1-7. That Officer would be disappointed about that. 4-5-29. Monbulk we're going 26 minutes now. In that first quarter. Long kick out from full back was played on. Comes to centre wing on the broadcast side. And a nice little chest mark taken by Joel Wensley. On the left foot, centres the ball again. They've just split him open here at the moment. This is our number 3. We're going to call him Mr. Sergeant. Who knows? A little short part. Oh, is that far enough? Strawn takes the mark, into the cricket pitch. Oh, that just runs himself into trouble, gets the ball back, has a bounce, and this time very cocky on the left leg. Goes to that 50-metre arc and just loping out there from full forwards. Taylor Joyce plays on straight away. Big long kick. The Breeze holds it up, and the defence of Officer rush it through for another behind. 4-6-30. Had a lot of opportunities, Monbulk, to put him away and let him in the game still. So Officer 1-1-7. And the kicking going to be taking place from a full-back.
Officer off to play on, and the kick's been cut off about 55 from home. Short kick, and
That can't be far enough, surely. Oh, it is, I suppose.
lucky to be paid 15 metres, and the mark has been taken by Freddie Strawn. We'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Yeah, we have shots on goal now. We used to kick 4 goal back in our day, mate. Things change.
It's all about the shots.
It's all it. Just kick it.
Strawn on approach, got very close to the man on the mark, but it doesn't matter one iota. He's kicked it straight through the eye. Diddle for Monbulk's 5th of the afternoon. 5-6-36 they are now. Officer 1-1-7. Nearly 28 minutes gone here in the first quarter, Leo.
Yes, certainly. And, well, it's a good start, isn't it? A bit like your Geelong Cats last night there, Liam.
Yes.
I was thinking of you last night. I don't know why it was a nightmare, but it was all right. I woke up after it, and they had a bit of an ananat, like I said. So Monbulk, I certainly wouldn't want to do this. They are kicking with a very, very strong breeze, let me tell you. It really is howling up that hill today. So Officer will have it. So at half-time, we could probably make a better assumption of what's happening. It's back in the middle as they throw the ball back up in the air once again. Up they go. Lovely little tap out once more by Wensley. They get another clearance to Monbulk. Go to the outer side towards the old log cabin. Nobody can pick it up. Going chasing after it now is Stevie Yates. He gets it and fumbles it, and no one picks it up. Officer had it and said, no, we don't want it. We'll give it straight back to you.
Joyce.
And look at this. He dropped it. I think he took that a bit easy there, and the umpire's actually paid the pushing it back. And thank you very much for putting the arms out.
Water. They get themselves back into the game. We saw that a few weeks ago with Gembrook and Berwick Springs, so let's see if it happens today.
We'll see what happens. The ball goes up in the air and away in the second quarter at the moment. Neither ruckman got a tap down, but the secondary one did go the way of Officer. Who can get the clearance here at the moment? Little bounce coming around the corner. You never used to be able to do that in this ground back in my day. Bounce the footy would never come back. It's gone halfway through the forward line there. Little handball from underground was by Nick Wall. Get back into that forward 50 and a long shot on goal. Well done to Benny Grimes, and there you go. Quarter number 2's underway, and exactly what Officer didn't want. And Monbulk off to a terrific start with less than a minute gone. They go to 7-6-48, and Officer, well, 1-1-7. And that is just what they didn't want, May.
No, not at all. Want a nice strong start, and obviously they got the win this quarter, officer, so they wanted to make a big impact, but just not looking strong enough, I don't think.
Fair kick against the wind there, Leo. Actually, a massive roost.
Yep, so going okay, back in the middle once again. Actually, I think the breeze is now blowing. Looking at the way these clouds are starting to roll in, it's probably blowing up the hill and it's probably helping Monbulk once again.
It's chasing Monbulk.
It is indeed, and I've been there before where you've kicked against the wind every quarter, and Benny Grimes had just kicked that goal late. A lovely tackle to create a 50-50 ball up, little kick off the ground, but it went straight back into the hands of Monbulk. And Decker goes to the top of the forward 50. They've got all of it a minute. 1, 2, 3 grabs umpire. They've said, Wester, that's okay. You can take the mark, but they like to chip the ball sideways. They'd like to see them take it on a bit and go straight down the middle. They're going to go chip, chip, chip. Now they've confused themselves, and you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. Having to kick it around the corner. Couldn't quite see who it was, but luckily enough to find a teammate there in Mitchy Neal. So Mitch Neal goes even shorter, and the mark's been taken by Harry Dean. With the long sleeves on. Now it's in front of our broadcast van. Over the back they go. Could have been marked over there by Joyce or the punch. Neither happened. They pick it up, do officer through Chamat. And they can try to do it once more. Little handball comes out. Jared Major, veteran of the football club now. Got a little quick kick out there. Nobody can pick it up. They're just going in hammer and tongs at the moment. It's desperate stuff. Everybody's grabbing everybody. Finally, officer can get out. Was touched off the boot. The umpire, as you can hear in the effects mic, said play it on. Can't quite see Liam.
Yeah, running back in the race of the football there was Spencer from Monbulk. He got his hands on it, but wrapped up his officer opponent. The ball's bobbling around. Decker's the first one to the football, but he escorts it over the boundary line for a throw-in. Pretty much neutral territory. 7-6 plays 1-1. By golly crikey.
By golly, by crikey.
Officer need the next. Ball back into play. They might get a little bit of open here. He allowed the tackle there just to grab him. And yeah, that's the correct decision. Hold the footy.
He's in all sorts of trouble. He's only a young fella too. He's Daniel Taylor.
Wensley has it. Kick short. And the mark has been taken there nicely by Beecroft. Beecroft goes even shorter to the man with the long sleeves in Benson. They'll go inside forward 50 through Strawn. Strawn's kick to the top of the square. It's gone through for a goal, has it? What's the goal umpire say? It's a goal.
Oh, Nick Wall off the ground. Clever thinking. Couldn't hang on to that mark, Liam, and good enough to get the toe poke. And that's a second on the quarter here as well. So Monbulk looking very sharp at the moment. 8-6-54. 1-1-7. Officer.
Nicky Wall.
3 gone in this second quarter. And yeah, this looks ominous. You got enough pens there, Lee?
What did you say? Ominous?
Ominous.
I'm all about the colours. Make sure everything's colour coordinated.
It's fantastic, yeah. It's rainbow.
I love it.
I knew you did. Up back in the middle once again. Up they go. Wednesday get the little tap out with Monbulk once again. It's Bernardo for officer. Gets the kick out there for the centre clearance to officer. Can they make something of this? No. Leading in the race for the footy and doing it well was Veet. Goes up towards the scoreboard or the pavilion side of the ground rather. At York Rutherford went straight under his fingertips. Little handball comes out now. Officer. They just cannot do too much about it. I thought I heard a whistle. It's probably coming up from the netball courts. And it's gone out of bounds for a throw in right in front of the new netball courts. They look fantastic. Aidan, did you get a bit of a look at them while you went up there?
Yeah, well, we didn't actually use the new
No, you weren't allowed to use them today. They are ready to go. It's just the paperwork. Someone's got to cross it to you, and then they've got to hand it down to the next bloke and can dot the I.
Which is a bit of a shame, but no, they do look quite nice. It was a bit funny, Leo. There was just a particular spot in the court we were using today. It was a bit of a Bermuda triangle.
Oh, okay.
Lots of players just slipping over constantly. It was
interesting.
Had at least about 6 or 7. One ended up injured and couldn't play out the game, which was a bit of a shame. So, yeah, hopefully the new courts don't have that, Leo, but you just never know.
You don't, and I reckon netball girl, they are the bravest out there. They play on that hard surface, and they absolutely have no fear. You wouldn't get me out there.
Oh, no.
As they go back into the forward 50, do Monbulk. That's a long kick. And the big man over the back, he didn't have to get off the ground, Taylor Joyce. And even his presence there, mate, he just stands out, doesn't he?
He does, and he's wearing a brilliant number.
Of course.
He and I share that number.
Oh, gosh. I reckon it's 22 short of a good number of himself. But coming in, point blank range, 25 metres out. He is a thorn in at the side of officer. Looks pretty good off the boot. Just should hold its line. It does. Second goal, should have kicked 3. As Taylor Joyce and Monbulk, they just sneak further ahead as they go to 9-6. First 100 should stop, shouldn't they? 9-6-60. 1-1-7 officer, and they are just all over them, Aiden, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, that's it, Leo. They're just they're doing everything a lot better, winning it out of the centre. Their entries inside 50 are so clean at the moment too. Lots of good service there for guys like Taylor Joyce. So it's just all up to Officer to come up with a response here.
Great to hear Gembrook playing at their home ground today, guys, and no pavilion, so I think the Evans tents are out there at the moment. They said, stuff it, we're going to play at home, and out they go. The ground's pristine, hasn't been used for 2 years. Another clearance goes the way of Monbulk. This time it's Benny Smith who does it. Here they go, handball. Long kick by this young fella, Benny Grimes, who had one earlier, and he's just missed to the right-hand side this time. Good handball out there by Bailey Rutherford, and unfortunately for Benny Grimes, just missed to the right-hand side. 9-7-61. Monbulk 117 officer. Mate, what do you got?
Gembrook, you'd be very, very happy.
I'm always happy.
Leading 8-4-52 to Belgrave 128.
Oh, Preston won't be happy at all. He'll be up there sooking in his trifle at the moment, I imagine. Little handball comes out, little kick along the ground by a wall. Won't go too. Oh, here we go. Left foot snap over the shoulder, and another goal goes away with the horrible Hawks. And that was well done. I've just got to get my eye on this young fella, and there we go. It was kicked out there by Max Thornton. And they are sharing the goals around here at the moment. And I'm running out of space to write, mate. 10-7-67. Officer stuck on that 117. A big 10-goal lead already. Liam, what can they do?
I've got no idea, Leo.
There you go. There's the wise words of Liam Vertigan.
It was. Who kicked that goal again?
It was the young fella, Max Thornton.
Thank you very much. I'm doing 100 million things at once here, Leo.
But you can do that.
Yeah, I can. As the ball's back in the middle. No decisive winner of the ruck tap. The kick did come from Decker. They're inside forward 50 once again. Monbulk. Oh, they're looking super dangerous, aren't they? Although there's another shot on goal. Oh, it's raining goals. You have got to be joking. The kick, I think I did not quite see her kick that. It might have been Fleming.
I reckon it was Rutherford.
Oh, yeah, we'll go.
I'm just watching it on the delayed shot thing there.
It was a 16 or a 19.
Yeah, it was 16.
Yeah, 16's Rutherford.
We'll go with Rutherford. 6 and a 9 are
Give you one thing to do.
They're very, they look alike, the number, obviously.
They do. It's just an upside down 6.
Yeah.
11-7-73 Monbulk, 117 officer. We have been going 8 minutes. It's quarter number 2. This is going to be horrible in the finish. Well, back in the middle. I'll only let you do 100 things instead of 101, Liam. She went up and down, bounced on each other's heads. The umpire said you can play it on. They're all slipping over inside that circle at the moment. Where is it? Picked up this time. It's the goal kick on the right foot and Bailey Rutherford. Obviously a naturally left-footed player. Here they go now, officer. Bernardo gets it. Can they get out of here? They go straight down the middle. They throw caution to the wind. There's no officer players there at all. It's been picked up there by Veet. Straight back into that forward 50 over everybody's head. Here they go. Chase on for the football at the moment and trying to knock it out desperately for officer was David West. And I think he's done just that. And it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. What's happening, Aidan?
A few scores from around the grounds. Leo, Mount Evelyn are leading Alinda Fernie Creek at the moment. 4-8-32 plays 4-4-28. Narry Warren 8-7-55. Upway Tacoma 0 goals 4-4. Warri Alec responding after their big loss to Narry Warren 2 weeks ago. 4-2-26 leading Pakenham 2-4-16.
Yeah, they are the gun side at the moment. Narry, they need to get COVID real bad according to the other sides. The music's going around at this stage.
Jeez.
But that's a bit harsh, you reckon, Liam?
Just a tad.
Yeah, but they wear black and white jumpers. That's the reason.
The other scores from Division 1, we've got Hillsville 3-3-21, Yarra Glen 1-6-12, and Seville 8-4-52, leading Berwick Springs 1-4-10.
Oh, so they're doing all right there, Seville. If O'Keefe isn't playing, they find other avenues, don't they? Quick kick come out of the pack here by Officer. Unfortunately, nothing's happening. And it's actually gone out of bounds on the full, and the resulting free kick, you're going to go the way of Mackay Bateson.
Broadford Yay 3-0-18 against Alexandra 5-4-34. So pretty competitive, Broadford.
Yep.
The shootout out at Powelltown continues. 11-5-71 plays 8-2-50. That's just in the second quarter.
No defence there. Sounds like an NBA game of basketball, Liam. 120 to 104 or some jolly thing.
Yarra Junction 3-1-19 against Warburton Millgrove 4-1-25.
Very good, Beecroft. Taking a mark. Sorry, Liam. Sorry, mate.
You watched the NBA yesterday if you knew the score.
I'm an all-round sportsman, mate. Just call me Norm. It's coming in now on the left foot. Big, long kick has gone right of centre. And it's gone through 4-1 behind.
5 goals 2-0 so far this quarter, and we've only just ticked in the 11th minute of the play now.
Oh, no. He's going to get right. Going to need another bit of paper. Terrible. So just waiting for the resulting kick in. Everyone's zoned up towards the high side of the ground. There's absolutely no one out here. So it's pretty easy to defend here for Monbulk because I know exactly where it's going to go, right in front of that pavilion, and the resulting mark has, as a result, been taken by Monbulk. Don't ever set up like that, mate.
No, not at all.
Here
Not
they
near
go.
Pavilion.
So they're going to have plenty in the zone. Oh, just lucky enough to get a fingertip officer. It lands in the hands of Lachlan, the skipper. He gave it out to a teammate. They're just overusing the ball at the moment. Get it out of there. They're just handballing into open space. There's an opportunity. This time it was by Harry Dean. Got caught straight away. And now they are out. Have a bounce, young man. Have a bounce. No, he's going to handball over the top. Put his teammate under a lot of pressure. That was young Hancock. Did the right thing, but there's about 5 Monbulk players and the advantage has been paid and they are off and running. Beecroft's got it once again. Can switch play to the top side of the ground. No officer players there at all. Been told to play on. Has a Fleming. Goes to the top side looking for the big fella in a Taylor Joyce. Can he get it before he falls over? No, he can't. This could be pinged for holding the ball as his tackler there, Westro, sits on top of him. The umpire says, no, it's all right. You haven't dived on the ball. Or dove. What is it, dived or dove?
Either or.
Either or either. He just didn't sit on it. So it's going to be a ball up in front of the netball courts, Liam.
Yeah, ball back in the air. Both ruckmen find a little bit of a draw there, although Monbulk, I should say, trying to come away with it there.
High tackle.
And the umpires found a free kick for it. It might have even been a sling tackle.
Yeah.
And the free kick will go the way of Monbulk. About 50 from home, deep in that right foot pocket kicking to the Gembrook end.
There you go.
And all things being considered, if you kick into that end, you're probably more than likely to kick the goal.
Well, the way the Bruce has sort of changed now, it's left goal post and it's blowing straight up towards the netball courts, the old netball courts, which is using, and it's given it a good try and didn't allow for the breeze. It's gone through for a behind. Who was that?
Not 100% sure.
We'll catch that up in a minute.
Might have been Bateson.
I think it might have been too. So it's a bit of a long way for the old eyes up there. But they just keep going. 11-9-75 now. Cool, they're almost there. 1-1-7, our officer. 12 gone, 12 and a half. In fact, quarter number 2, can you believe the score? So it's the Jimmy Wandon medalist from last year. Kicking out from full back in Bernardo. He put it up pretty high, pretty long. They're setting up wrong, mate. Can you go out and tell them?
I'll run out at half time.
My goodness gracious me. They're kicking it straight to every Monbulk player on the ground. And what can you do there? Oh, it bounced straight off Joyce's chest. An opportunity wasted there. Ducking under one tackle and getting the handball. Umpire says you had enough time to get rid of it. And he's pinged him for incorrect disposal. In fact, holding the ball. I thought that might have been a bit harsh. So I thought he ducked under it and didn't get a handball out. But nonetheless, Bailey Rutherford with the result. Free kick? No. I thought he was going to go back and take that, but it isn't his. In fact, the free kick is going to Stevie Oates.
Yeah.
So Stevie Oates, a long-time player up here as well, about 25, 30 metres. He's got to kick this pretty much directly in front. Can drift to a bit to the right-hand side. So aiming for that left goal post and goes, oh, did it sneak in?
Yeah, he's got it.
He's got it. I didn't realise you had around the corner vision, Liam.
Oh, having the stream right next to you.
Yeah, good on you.
Probably a bit better than...
Just got back where the goal umpire's standing.
12-9-81 now. Monbulk, 1-1-7 officer. We've only been going 13 and a half in this second quarter, May, and geez, I'm almost prepared to call the game now, May.
I think so. They're just really, really struggling out of their defensive 50. I mean, they're struggling just to string a few passes together. Monbulk are just on every single ball.
Yeah, the only one who's not struggling is Pretzel up there in the luncheon at the moment. He was doing a pretty good job of everything he could lay his hands on. This time, officer out of the centre. Can we get a goal? Poor disposal. And the uncontested mark's been taken by Ryan Gilbert. Comes across here, very short to our broadcast side. They look very, very good at the moment. A lot of left footers as well. Goes short and gets clipped behind here. Umpire says it's okay. It's been picked up by Lind. It gets a very quick kick towards the coach's box. And it has been deliberately kept out of bounds, but the umpire says that's okay. And we'll throw it in.
6-3-0 this quarter, Leo.
That's a good quarter. And the 6 in the first quarter already.
Well, you're definitely on track to kick 10 this quarter.
Here we go. Could have it now. It's been taken out the ruck here by Wenzel. It goes to the top of the goal screen and it's come back now. Back top of the forward 50. Goes back to Wenzel. What's he going to do this time? A long handball out in the open spaces. Looking for Beecroft. Gets pushed off the ball. And well done there to Smolch. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. It's been picked up and kicked by Beecroft once again. And he has kicked an absolute beauty. If you don't mind. Lucky Beecroft. Thank goodness we got the right name. Thanks, Aidan.
Yeah, that's all right, Leo.
Goal number 2. They wanted a goal. You've just got to love left footers, mate, don't you?
Oh, they're cheeky.
They're cute. and we're very modest.
Good goal kickers though, Leo.
Aren't they? What a great goal.
I'd probably kick that. I'm a left footer.
No, you wouldn't have.
13.987 Monbulk, 117 officer.
Give me a footy, Aiden. We'll go out there after the game.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
this could
and
be
you'll
a
kick it out of bounds on the full, Leo.
Commentator's kick-off. It's back in the middle, Liam. See if you can get a goal for officer.
Ball back in the middle. Tap out was won by Wensley, but a high free kick will go the way of officer, and they might get a chance to go forward. Free kick will be taken here by Lucky Smauch, who's been having a very good season 2022. Plays onto advantage. Kicks it short, yeah, and Bernardo's just got underneath that. He's marked that right on the paint.
Oh, lucky.
Go back and have a shot. The best and fairest from last year.
Lucky
Quality
he's not that
footballer.
tall. He is. He's been trying his hardest, and I think May alluded to that. You know, their good players are doing okay, but they've got a lot of youth on that side as well, which I know they're not doing too good there, but it's a good sign for the future. You just got to stick with it.
13 players under 10 senior games last week.
There you go.
So officers,
Look, that's fantastic.
it's a wobbler, and it's bounced between about 4 of them. Who's going to hold up here? Taylor, disposal 16 for Tommy. And they'll bring it out to the outer side. There's a good mark taken. He opted to go. He
Ooh,
did.
interesting.
It's an interesting little stabby sort of kick back towards the middle of the ground. No one can control the football. Bernardo went in there
We've
again.
got one in his right ear too, I reckon.
And now there's a chance to go again here, Monbulk. It's a 2-on-1 favouring officer here, but Monbulk doing really, really well.
Great tackle. That's a terrific tackle.
Tackle, held
Mackay-
up beautifully.
Oh, yeah, well done to Mackay. He's only a young fella too, Mackay Bateson. That was terrific to hold him up there. Did you play this morning, mate?
I did.
Did you have a win or a loss?
We got to win.
I knew that's what you asked me to ask you.
We were tipped to lose as well.
That's all right.
Yeah, one.
Underdogs.
Yeah,
Nothing better than
absolutely.
winning as an underdog.
Won by about 80.
We're at good odds on the tape for that. Anyway, officer's got the clearance once again. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. Liam Rogers has got it. I've got to get some more of this.
Good odds on the tote, he says. I love it.
Here we go, over the top. Do you get on the tape? Your mob?
Fixed odds, mate.
Fixed odds?
Yeah.
It's back in the centre of the ground. It's being held up. That's going to be a ball up. So how many did you score out at 80 points? Victory, May, or where did you play?
I play out in full back.
You're not going to kick a lot of goals from this. You wouldn't have done anything.
Not well. It was a very physical game, which is always good.
Well, you're punching on the full forward.
Oh no, never.
There we go.
I'm well behaved.
Throw over the top of the head there. We're just trying to get officer to get it going. It's centre wing in front of the new pavilion here at Monbulk. Plenty of officer players here. Bernardo's got it again. Little handball. This looks a bit more promising now. So Kangaroos go to centre half forward. Over the back of the pack. Almost a one-handed mark. I thought he was held, Spencer. The umpire said you were. And it's going to be a free kick, and they can relieve the pressure once again. Straight back up towards the pavilion side of the ground. Took a bit of a risk today, did Monbulk. Getting shoved off the ball a bit too easy. There was Kai Lind. So officer get hold of the football. The old, don't use the football once again. Get it to your boot, son. You're going to put players under pressure. Oh, just stood still and waited to be tackled. I thought it was Smolch. Had no one to give it to. It's at centre half forward by hook or by crook, but Monbulk with numbers. Little handball came out there. Dylan Wirtz, usually a very good player. Hasn't had too much to do so far. Officer now. Get into that forward 50, son. Looks across there. An opportunity here. Oh, no, couldn't hang on to the mark this time was Rogers. They let him play on. Umpire says play it on there. Still play on. Ball says bouncing around there. Monbulk try and pick it up through Grimes. He gets tackled to the ground, and it's going to be a ball up.
Only the fourth inside forward 50 for the quarter.
You're not going to kick a lot of goals if you don't get it in there, Liam. You're absolutely right.
The ball back in the air. Both ruckmen fight a bit of a draw. Can they get one?
Here it is. Here it
A bit
is.
of free movement, and there is the goal. Matty Rogers has kicked his second of the afternoon. Officer's second. Reward for some effort there. 2-1-13. 13-9-87, and we've gone 19 minutes in the second quarter.
Set you up beautifully to get the second goal, and that's called sharing the goals around.
That's
Aiden.
it.
Any information from around town? How that Molly Brookers going, mate?
Let's have a look, mate.
Yeah, well,
There's,
We'll get important things out the way in the first instance, Liam.
what about the Crows?
Oh, they're home.
here's your Division 1 scores, Leo. Hillsville 4-3-27 to Yarra Glen 3-6-24. Gembrook,
Go Bloods.
Gembrook Cockatoo 9-5-59 against Belgrove 3-4-22.
That's enough.
Everlake 4-52 to Berwick Springs 1-7-13.
Good on you, mate. It's back in the full forward area there. Handball comes out there by Joyce. A little kick around the corner. Umpire says play it on, and it's been rushed through for a behind.
Let's have a quick look at Division 2 as well. Broadford Yea 4-4-28 to Alexandra 6-5-41. So Broadford Yea sticking in there still. Powelltown 14-7-91 to Kinglake 9-2-56. And Yarra Junction 3-1-19 to Warburton Millgrove 4-1-25.
Good close game there. 88 leads 13 here on our scoreboard. It's 20 minutes gone, and the resulting intercept mark. Well, once again, Monbulk Mitchell Decker got it. Centre the ball, go over to his teammate there in Taylor. He can play on straight away. He's at umpteen positions. Big long kick from 55 out and goes into that forward pocket. It's nicely done there by Grimes, but they clear it once more to Officer. It bounces the wrong way now. Can they get it out? Handball over the top to Bernardo. Runs back into trouble. Gives it back to a teammate and they're going backwards to try and go forward. In fact, they just go straight up in the air. Oh, that's a terrific diving mark. And down there in the famous number 13, Nicky Wall. Of course, the number made famous by Shannon Cool over many years here, the number 13.
Has he got the triple there?
And Nicky, well, I think he has here. Yeah, not that far out. As long as he kicks it straight at that left goal post, he's away. Coming in. No, he hasn't got the trip. and went nowhere near the left goal post either. So obviously he was trying to pass the ball. Bernardo went left, went right and just brushed everybody aside. Kick was smothered off the boot. So Officer, they're under a lot of pressure once again. Little handball in the open spaces. They're running all right. The young fella gets absolutely thrown out of the pack. Mybus didn't have it. And the umpire says, incorrect disposal. Whew, I would have got 25 metres for that. Veet got the resulting free kick. Thought it was a bit harsh.
I agree.
And back to that forward 50. Up they go. In front, Monbulk couldn't hang on to the mark. Good tackle laid. There's no poor opportunity here, surely. And it's going to be a ball up.
Can they get the ton before half time?
No. We're going 21. Oh, we're pointing about 26 to 27. Oh, good question, Liam. Got no answer.
Here.
We'll let you know in 5 minutes. Little kick came out of the pack. They're out once more. It's been picked up here by Rogers. But he went the wrong way. He was out and open. He should have just kept going the way they want to go and puts his teammate under pressure, and the resulting turnover goes the way of Wensley.
Wensley with the footy.
Not Tuesday, Wensley.
Marks taken by Wirtz. Kicks to the outer side. Mark has been taken. He's telling his teammates just to pack the forward 50. Saying, go back, go back. Kick it inside. Can they get a mark here? No. Fisted away just in the nick of time, but just a few numbers
clearance
here for Officer. Thompson has the footy. Handballs over the top to West. He'll put his teammate and smash under a heap of pressure, but he was taken way too high. And we'll get a resulting free kick. Half-back flank. Got to have a bit of movement for him. He opted to go left and then went straight. Mark taken. They play on straight away. Handball came from Daniel Taylor. Put his teammates under pressure. Monbulk players nearly picked up the football and got it again. Thompson's handball. We'll get to the sanctuary of the boundary line. We'll have a throw in outer side. Nearly 23 gone. 13-10 plays 2-1.
Every time they get the footy, mate, you've noticed they look sideways before they look forward, and that puts them under pressure straight away because there's nothing sideways, and everybody's been thinking they're going to go sideways, look forward, and they've gone. So putting themselves under undue pressure at the moment, Officer. They've got a chance here now. It's centre wing in front of the pavilion. The umpire says a play on now, and they go further towards the boundary line, looking for his teammate over there on the outer side in Bowen Johnson, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw. I love these new names. I haven't seen a George or a Bruce or a Kevin. Got to wait for one of those. Throw in, centre wing, in front of the new pavilion here. Looks absolutely fantastic. I still like to call it Cases Castle over there at Monbulk. It's a little goes left and goes right. Monbulk, plenty of numbers as well. They are all free. There's a long kick there by Veet. Lets him play on. Monbulk turned it over. Bernardo's had plenty of it there for Officer at the end of the cricket pitch. Who can take the mark? No, and they all let it bounce. Finally, it's been picked up by Lind, the chocolate band, and it's gone out there towards the boundary line and stays in. Usually does because you bounce uphill. Bernardo takes it. A little one-handed grab there by the skipper in O'Loughlin.
O'Loughlin with the football now. Near the half-back flank to his side. He'll thump it down the line. And that's a cracking mark taken overhead there. Really impressive stuff there. And I'll keep going with the footy forward here. Would they get a mark here?
Oh!
Pack a fight. About 5, I should say, going back with the flight of the ball, and Bryce has taken the mark.
Well, Jaden Joyce flew face forward into the flight of the ball there, and very brave. He didn't get hurt, unfortunately. He ran straight into his opponent over there. Looks like Smolch.
Took chase out, yeah.
There, but gutsy effort. So, can you get a goal on it? You've already got 2, Liam, see if you can get 3, mate.
Yeah, well, we'll see how we go. So, Bryce will kick from on the paint. So on his approach, very quality, steady approach. He's actually set it up, but favouring that pocket and fisted away from the intended Officer target. And Johnston will have a throw in the pocket down to the Woolworths end.
The Woolworths end?
Throw in. There's a bit of collateral damage. Chase Moush coming from the ground now for Officer. The hands of the trainers. Bryce's kick is smothered off the boot, but who's here for Officer? That is intelligently slapped towards the boundary line.
That's usually paid a free kick.
Yeah, that's...
Because it's deliberate to
Yeah, I'll
go,
tell
and it's
you what.
deliberate
they're,
out
not
of
as,
bounds.
they're not as harsh in local footy.
I know.
AFL, you definitely would have
Almost
seen
could have
that.
gone for a throw as well,
Yeah,
actually. So,
really
but,
slapped it towards the line as the ball's back into play. Spinning his way and pirouetting out of his trouble was Major. Tripping over the football here. Bernardo's handball over the top towards Smash was the right idea, but here's Linda. Gives it over the top, but to try to go for a run is Wall, and that is holding the ball, brother. Free kick going the way of Officer in the middle of the ground. They've just lifted the last couple of minutes. They've had good control of the football here. And they're about to go inside forward 50 again. Look at that for a floaty high up and under. Hawks jumpers everywhere. Going up strong was Wirtz. Landed a little bit awkwardly. Here's a chance. There's... Oh, it's hit the woodwork. Slammed into the post.
opportunity there too. It was Matty Rogers once again.
2-2-14 now. Officer. 13-10, 88 Monbulk.
Could have kicked his third.
26 and a bit gone as Hayden's just clinging on to life over there as Taylor kicks short. Oh, gee, I reckon he's had 20 already this half, Tommy Taylor.
Oh, he's your favourite, I know that. He picked up 3 his votes done before the game started over there, mate, so don't worry about it. But I've got the defib machine on him all right over here, Liam, so he's right to go, Hayden, so don't worry about it. If you hear a big boom, it's just getting him back in the land of the living.
I'm back. What's
Here
happening?
we go, back into the forward 50, Monbulk. Another opportunity prior to half-time. Oh, it's a good tackle laid. Umpire says, is it in the back? Is it holding the ball? It's incorrect disposal against Smith. And Bernardo, he's had plenty of it as well. Very short kick. Can't see a lot of benefit in that. In fact, it wouldn't have even been paid a mark, I wouldn't think. And it's going to be a throw in. But they're getting a bit into it now, I think, May. The officer side just sort of started to wake up a little bit.
Definitely. They need to try and avoid the hospital pass, though.
Oh, don't they? Oof.
That 1 metre hand pass.
Yeah, it's a little handball, a little short kick when there's, if it's under pressure, you may as well go to the next contest. Umpire says, is there a block too high? And a free kick. Going to go the way. Oh, I can't believe Luke Smolch is in the ruck of all things. Nice little kick over there and a good strong hand mark there, Chamet. Into the cricket pitch. Wants to put it down this corridor. Does exactly that. Over the back of the pack, but unfortunately for him, it was in the wrong direction. And Jaden Joyce took a pretty much uncontested mark. And a big long kick. That's the difference here, May. They go long. It takes 5 kicks for Officer to get back. And in front there, Joyce couldn't hang on to the ball. Officer got it once more. Little handball over the top. Here's a chance now. It's a free running through. Chamat's got it. Goes in that forward 50. Opportunity in front. No one can take the mark. Going up one hand, it was Johnson of Officer. Umpire lets him play on. Little handball came out there by Lord. There's a free kick. He's paid incorrect disposal, I think, Leo.
Yeah, hold the ball.
Holding the ball.
Yes, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but it's going to go to centre half back. Umpire says it's okay. Play on now. Mark taking an handball over the top there by Strawn. Go to his teammate in Houston. The young fella, Benny Houston, goes further forward there. Go to another teammate and going into the goal square there. Unfortunately, the long kick of Strawn has been marked by Officer. Now they go into Liam's little blind spot. Oh, Lux of Fortune. It bounces straight into the hands of Glenn Strawn. Gets his shorts just about ripped off him.
And it's Hillsville 5-4-34 to Yarra Glen 3-6-24. Your boys Jimba Cockatoo 10-8-68. The Belgrave 4-6-30. Seville 8-4-52. Berwick Springs 4-7-31.
We'll get the Division 2 scores very, very soon as the umpires have thrown the ball already. We're into the second half as Monbulk. Now, can you believe it? They get another clearance once again as they go in the centre half forward. And they're just about to have another little ball up, are we? We've got another little stoppage here. So there you go, mate.
Here we go. Broadford Yay 5-4-34 against Alexandra 7-6-48. So they're sticking in there, Broadford Yay. Powelltown 16-703 to King Lake 11-3-69. And Yarra Junction 8-8-56 against Warburton and Millgrove 5-3-33.
As Joyce just picked it up there and gone bang, thank you very much. Kicks goal number 3. And what another good start. And they did it every quarter so far in the first minute or so. And the Monbulk, they go to 14 goals, 10 and 94, 2-2-14 are Officer, and we have only been going for a solitary 1 minute. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up all this paperwork we have.
That's right,
There we go. It's all done now. So good start once again, Aidan. And
Yep.
by golly, by gosh, and you think you want to get off to a good start, and obviously just can't get the ball moving. They are kicking up the hill to the Gembrook end this time. A little tap out once more. Rutherford of Monbulk got that, and the clearance is going to go the way of Monbulk once again. A little kick quickly by Strawn, goes out to the top wing, and a mark. All the play-on's been done here by Decker. Can go to that centre half forward. It's a poor kick. Turn it over to Bernardo, who's been probably Officer's best. Goes short laterally, and the mark has been taken by Taj Beddoes, and goes further out wide, out in front, and the ball's been smacked over the fence by Dylan Wirtz, and it's going to be a throw in. So they just can't seem to get anything going at the moment, Aidan, Officer, and but they've got to keep trying. They're a young group.
Yeah, that's it. As Dan was saying to us before, 9/10 of it is belief. They've just got to back themselves in here. Obviously, a win's probably a little bit unlikely at this stage, but just a bit of pride, really, Leo. Cut the margin down a little bit and try and have a strong second half.
Absolutely. They just want to be competitive there. Can keep fighting for the footy and try and get a score on board at the moment. It's been picked up there, and no, they're just falling over at the incorrect time, turning the ball over. And Monbulk with numbers, and they can spread quite well. Kai Lynn's picked it up on the back pocket, and the umpire's just blowing his whistle there. Just told them to stand. Okay, I forget that, stand. Down the broadcast side they go, and a nicely placed kick's been marked by Benny Grimes. So just taking his time, back flank, almost on the 50-metre arc. Players running around everywhere. It's pretty stagnant at the moment, so he's got to go long down the line. Does that. 2-on-2 situation, standing his ground. Almost took a one grabber, was Rutherford. Couldn't hang on to it. Umpire lets him go. Picked up now. You're going to get into trouble. Lynch gets a handball over. Rutherford inside out handball. The umpire says it's okay. Beecroft got it. Now they're out once again. Oh, that's incorrect disposal. It's a good tackle late on Benny Grimes. The old trippy tight tackle, and it was well done there by Schmatt, who's been okay as well on the wing. Goes down the centre of the ground, over everybody's head. The kicks just haven't found their targets at the moment. Good enough to get it now, and running into an open goal on the right foot. The kick's been smothered off the boot of Lord. There was an opportunity lost for Officer back at the top of the 50-metre arc now, and that ball's just become stagnant. And it's going to be a ball up.
Just can't get anything to go their way at the moment, Officer.
They cannot. So it's a ball up. Top of the 50. Up she goes in the air once again. Neither ruckman got her hands on as they got their arms locked. There's a lot of players around the footy at the moment. The umpire just lets it go, and being squashed by about 3 Monbulkians. Umpire says there's no way out of there, and I'll ball it up. And it came out of the hands there of Riley Clark. Up she goes all once again. Umpire just lets it go, just spills out the back. There's just a bit of a rugby scrum. Nobody can pick it up at the moment, but Monbulk finally get a bit of a clearance out wide, out into the open space as they go. The speed there of Bateson. Can he get there in time? He does. He props and stops and goes around a teammate and gives it over there to his mate in Oates. Oates goes towards the forward area, and they can keep going down the old log cabin side of the ground, looking for the big fellow. Just puts the big mid out, and big handball comes straight in off Joyce. Couldn't find his teammate, and Strawn. It's at centre right in the middle of the forward 50. People start to dive on the football. Trying to pick the football up there for Officer is O'Loughlin. And it's going to be a ball up. Welcome back, Liam.
Thanks, Leo. Lights have come on. I'll tell you what, it's gotten colder outside.
They should have used a yellow footy. Lucky we're indoors. Up she goes once again. We've already had a goal kick, Liam. I'll get on to that very, very soon. There's another opportunity. Bit of a slippery start off the kneecap just about. And it finds it into the forward pocket for Monbulk, but the mark has been taken by O'Loughlin. So the scoreboard at the moment, 14-10-94 Monbulk, 2-2-14 Officer.
And the goal kicker was?
Was Mr. Taylor Joyce, who was kicked 3 for the afternoon, and it happened in the first minute once again, Liam. I know you're out doing a bit of
chatting.
That's all I was going to say. Something. Business is good. It wasn't Don, was it? Because Don is good.
It is.
Okay, free kick in the hands of Daniel Taylor.
Taylor has the football now. Back defence for Officer. Bumps the ball down the line. 2-on-1 favouring, I think that a 3-on-1 favouring Monbulk here. Running back to the football was Major. Couldn't quite get his hands on the football. He's met in a tackle, although it comes out now through Jaden Joyce. Tom Taylor centres the ball to another partner in crime in Sargent, who goes on to the cricket pitch where I've bowled a few overs, and they might be on through the middle. Officer inside forward 50. Could have gone back with a flight of the ball. Got a hand to it, but brought it to ground, which was the main thing.
Oops.
Dangerous handball. He might do his own work here, and that is Wensley. And now Officer with a little relieving handball. That could have been just a throw. Although it was a free kick going the way of Officer, and specifically it'll go to Beddoes, who's about 70 from the home.
How many sixes have you been hit for it here, Liam?
None, actually. I've bowled tight overs, Odin, you know that. Kick to the outer side was cut off there that time by Grimes. Did drop a catch or two here. Here is Strawn. Strawn goes short. Kicks good to Oates. Oates will bring the ball to this outer side. Tell you what, that is a pretty good kick, but it just hung in the air a little bit. Made Wall wait a little bit longer for it than he would have liked. Running out of defence, here's West. His kick has been turned over and marked by Grimes. Grimes wheels around on the right, loads up. Here's Joyce.
Oh,
It's
dropped
through his
it.
hands, although he's recovered. Takes the tackle on, and a great tackle too by Westra. Nick just spoke about him at half-time, one of the young fellas. He's just been rewarded for a free kick, although he's a little bit slow to get to his feet.
Oh, yeah, it's a great tackle. It was like tackling a big mammoth, wasn't it? But he wasn't going to let go of him and hung on to him, no problems whatsoever. So Westra from the back pocket. And it was a good one-on-one win against the big fella in Joyce. And here they go now, Officer. It's in there. Well, this man just doesn't want to kick the footy. Now, that is Lukey Smolson. He wanted to get off to a team up, but he had no one that was running by. Sometimes you just got to get it on your boot. This time they look pretty good. They like to move the ball by hand quite a lot to Officer. Over the back of the pack it goes and Mark in front. They said, yes, Monbulk, they can switch play if they want to. Here they go.
Could be out
Straight
here too.
down. Oh, they've got plenty of players out at the moment. They can take their pick and raffle if the ball sit up. The jolly thing, it just doesn't want to bounce in the correct at the moment and chasing, and it was the only Officer player there who did very, very well was Matty Rogers, the leading goal kicker on the park for Officer. He's got both of them at the moment, and there's about 5 free Monbulkians, and the ball just wouldn't sit up. So it was a good and well done chase there by Matthew Rogers. So throw in, forward 50 for Officer, kicking up to the Jimbrook end or up the hill here at Monbulk. There's another whistle on play, and the resulting free kick is going to go to Monbulk. Short kick out there. Mark's been taken by Beecroft. Been good since we got the right numbering for him.
Oh, my
Handball
word.
over the top. Here they go, and they're just a bit lucky there. They're just trying to get their way through. Finally finishes in the hands of Taylor. Tommy Taylor with what you got now, Liam?
Or be high 20s maybe.
There you go. There we go. And that kick
Strawn's
has
been very good too.
He has too, and he's barely kicked 15 metres. That, and there's another one. It's very, very short. Interesting kicking style by Oates over the top there. Just couldn't get. Oh, what's he done here?
Arm chop.
Oh, jeez. Taylor Joyce. He's a big dude. Doesn't get off the ground that much, but I think he was very, very lucky to get that.
Would you say there's a little bit of Tom Hawkins about him?
Well, a little bit.
Like, just,
And size-wise, like he's a big man.
like he's a solid unit,
Yeah.
can kick through the footy,
Oh, it's a beautiful kick. No doubt about that.
very good
I
forward
like his
too.
run up there. See, it's just a slow walk. None of this
Socks
28
up, too.
metres. Socks up. And as we give him a big rap, sliced it. Absolute rubbish. 14-11-95. Monbulk, 2-2-14 Officer. We've been going now 9.5
It
minutes.
could be worse, Leo. It could have been that day at the Emerald. 2 goals, 6. One out on the full.
No. There we go. It's right in front of us at the moment and getting shoved over the boundary line there for Monbulk was Josh Spencer. The umpire says, throw it in.
Aiden and I enjoy that laugh. We
Yeah.
talk about it a little bit. 2 goals, 6. One out on the full.
One out on the full.
It happens. That's a throw in right in front of our broadcast fan. Wensley took it out and got it on the left foot. Gained a bit of territory there for Monbulk. Good spoil laid on too by Lord of Officer. Can anybody pick it up at the moment? Looks like Tim Matt's got it. Ducks out of one. Ducks
well.
through another. Gets through 3. Goes for 4. And you're up.
Oh, no! Bit between
Oh, no!
Oh,
You got no theatre. Absolutely no theatre. Oh, I won't say that's umpire Mitch McKenzie, but it was.
We're right
And,
near the officer bench too.
Oh, goodness gracious. What a great bit of effort there by the line. Let him go.
Well done, man. I'll give him credit,
Tim
Match,
Matt.
mate. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
a good
does
goal.
around 3 or 4. Let him run. Forrest, let him run. Anyway, it's a resulting free kick here, and it's going to go the way of Benny Hewson, also a young star in the making. He's got a lot to live up to. He's young fellow there of Chrissy Hewson's dad,
Right there.
and look at that. Take that, Chris. I've kicked another goal. And young Benny Hewson gets on the board as well. They go to 15-11. There it is, 101. They
the
lead.
ton.
Game's over. At Officer, 2-2-14. We've got a bit of a stand squad over to our left as well, guys. And Benny Hewson kicked his first goal. And they've got a great spread of goal kicks. We've got 11 of them at the moment have kicked a goal. You're almost going to get dropped if you don't kick one, Aiden.
Yeah, probably at this point. It was a few years ago, Leo, when Yarra Glen were playing, back when Thornton Ilden was still playing, and I think Yarra Glen were that far ahead at half-time that the coach said that every player on the ground had to kick a goal.
Yep.
And they luckily just did. Apparently the ruckman was the last player to kick a goal. He kicked 0 goal 7, Leo. He took a mark on the siren. And the Thornton... Yeah, that's it. The Thornton Ilden player on the mark kindly actually stepped over the mark for him, and he got a 24-metre penalty into the goal square, and they managed to get all 22 players that day to kick a goal. So
incredible.
It'd be interesting to see if Monbulk can do that today.
Well, there you go.
Well, I don't think they'll kick 50 goals like they did that day Sunday, Aiden.
No, probably not, Liam, but you never know. Still plenty of time.
You turn the Xbox on down to the easiest difficulty on AFL Evolution, and then that might get the job done.
What are we waiting for here, boys? So the umpire's still got his hand aloft. Is it?
Yeah, throw in, Leo. I think I'll take
Oh,
it.
let's go and get the footy. There it is. It's around the corner. Go, Liam.
Ball back into play. Joyce in the ruck that time. Yeah, probably did push him, Leo. I do signify that decision. Bernardo thumps one to the outer side. It's going to land in front of a paddock here. They're going to have to try and run back onto the ball. Ran over the front of it, the back of it, Jaden Joyce, but officer there to wrap him up on that outer side. 87-point margin. 15-11 plays 2-2. 12 and a half gone here in the third quarter. 2 goals to nothing so far this quarter. 2-1 to nothing, to be more precise. Crows are stood in front, 45 points, I think it was, Leo, when I just had a look recently.
Oh, we'll get a bit. Aiden's busily doing all that, and he's collating everything, writing things down.
Yep.
Not.
They kick the ball for about time you cop a bit of flack from him. I usually cop it. The ball goes
Yeah, so you
forward.
should.
Oh, gee. Here they go, Monbulk again, even though they're in deep in their defensive 50. They're in a little bit of trouble there. Taylor had it.
Ran out of the line. Yeah, they had a bit of... Well, he's had his 3 months of niceness.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh,
Throw in, forward pocket. The Jimbrook end of the ground. Officers area at the moment. Or trying to take it out of the ruck was Leeson. Couldn't do so for officers. A lot of players around that footy once again. Or was that a high tackle? There's a lot of players. Umpire said no, play it on. Little scrubby old kick came out of the pack. It's back towards the centre wing on the pavilion side of the ground. Off the ground. Go Monbulk. Here's an opportunity once again. Bounces just nicely there for Rutherford. Goes it across to a teammate. Goes back one way. Goes the other. He's got a bit of speed, this young fella in Bateson. Goes it across to a teammate. It was a shabby looking handball, so it didn't do him a lot of favours. It was picked up and given off by West of Officer. Here's an opportunity now for them. They just want a handball first instead of kicking it. He's under too much pressure to do that. And Monbulk, once again, get the free kick. Go to the top of the forward 50. Bounces on someone's head. It's going to have Sharon printed all over his forehead tomorrow morning. Umpire says it's all right. Picked up and handballed across by Chamat, who's been very good for Officer. They had Bernardo free. Missed him. Chamat goes straight up the centre of the ground. The only player there. Oh, Dylan Wirtz dropped what he probably should have taken. Good enough to pick it up. Run through the centre of the ground. Bit of an old wobbly wobbler. We usually get a few of those, and that was no exception.
Oh, well done.
Spinning out of the pack and did it quite nicely too. Umpire just lets him go now, and that was done before by Smoltz. They just get out. Umpire says, no, you haven't marked it. I'm going to call play on. And he's not going to ping him for incorrect disposal. It's gone for a ball up. It's good to see the voice of reason back. Welcome back, May.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I was having a little chinwag with pretzel.
Did you get a word in?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're the only one. Here's an opportunity now. Get out of there quick, son. Just kick it. Very quick on the boot was the skipper and O'Loughlin. And crunch, bang, smack. And a good mark taken now, and they can come back further. They just go so short. And it's a 2-on-1 situation, so you've got the outnumber as well, Monbulk. Opportunity now, they can go back to go forward. Nicely done. Quick kick off the boot by Gilbert. And the mark barely the right distance to Bateson.
Bateson's kick short to the middle of the ground is good. Here's Tom Taylor. He'll get it. Handball inside
45th possession too.
He'll be probably around that mark today. Snap around the body. Shelling peas. Thank you very much. I like it, and I like it a lot. Bailey Rutherford's kicked his second of the afternoon. Monbulk 16th, 16-11, 107. Officer 2-2-14. And we've gone
15
and a half in the third quarter.
Wow. What do you reckon, mate? And apart from chatting to Pretzel and learning absolutely nothing, what else have you found out?
Oh, nothing much really.
There you go.
Just chatting about the new job. That's all.
Yes, all good. Your job?
Yes.
And of course, and congratulations, mate. It's a big appointment. You can let people know where you're going.
I'm heading off to Football Victoria, the soccer, running the
Call it
NPL.
like what it is. Yeah, no, well done. It's a great effort to you, and we're very, very sorry that you're not going to join us. And you know, to have the pleasure of working with me, it's a big loss. Would have been a big decision, I would have thought, on your behalf.
It was. It took me a few days.
I knew that. Bernardo's got it. It goes further to the outer side of the ground. It's going to be great. They've got a great asset to you.
Prem has it. You were holding a gun to her head, Leo, trying to make it stay.
I did. Forgot to put the bullets in, Aiden. Monbulk, they've got it. They can turn the ball over once more. Straight down the centre of the ground they go. Here's the big man. Oh, got his claws on it, but couldn't hang on to it. Good enough to go back and get it. Puts a little 90-yard kick into the forward 50. This man's been quite good, Matt. He comes back out here to the broadcast side of the ground. Good spoil over there. That was done by Benny Smith. Gone in the blind spot, Liam. Can't make it up
still
anymore.
In play here. Rogers has the footy. Don't know what he's doing. Here's Hancock. Hancock's handball over the top was intercepted by Joyce. Joyce is a little bit of a hospital handball there. Quality Shepherd there.
Oh, that's
they
it.
kick to the ball. The middle of the ground is okay.
You can just see those red flashing lights going with some of these handballs coming over the top, you know. And,
Yeah, the local ambulances are very busy today with some of these handballs. Lucky no one's been hurt at this stage. Ball Strawn. Got his boot to it. Can they get the...
How'd you like the coffee the minute I mentioned it, mate?
I know.
Just like that.
Pretzel nose.
Kick to the top of the square. Can they get a mark here? No. Oh, that was nearly a throw, but none coming towards there. Little grubby kick towards about 15 out. Nearly could have got the mark there, Bateson, but no, he couldn't. Running on towards the ball here is Wall. Oh, here we go. Here's another flying shot on goal, this time from Decker, but it's into the left forward pocket. Although kept in play nicely there by that man Fleming. Wheels around and only finds a Rouge jumper this time.
Yeah, couldn't get to purchase on the footy, could they? A lot of kicks have been just for fumbling off their boots. They just can't get good purchase on it. This one certainly has got a bit of purchase on it as it goes long, long towards the new playground area. Unfortunately, just can't get a grab in the pack, can they, at the moment? And Monbulk, they can repel this attacking move once again. There's a risky kick, but they're taking all the risks out of it, haven't they? And Gilbert takes an uncontested mark on a good length on the cricket pitch here at Monbulk.
Yeah, where I used to put him.
Absolutely, and in front,
Oh,
the big
Joyce.
man. Oh, it almost snuck through the fingers, just gripped it enough with those fingernails of his. And Taylor Joyce, opportunity to kick his fourth. Kick 3-2 at the moment. And this is where the old log cabin used to be great, because they used to get a big roar of the crowd there. And you know, when Nan Clevens used to look after the place, and we used to get scones and jam and cream from Nan. I miss you big time, Nan. And it was a great little place to be. What are you laughing at, Aiden?
Liam, just have a look at that.
Stop that, Aiden. We're a professional.
Here we go.
promotion here.
Joyce comes in. Good
Yeah,
looking
he's
kick
got
off the boot. Goal umpire lent a little bit to the left, but said it's good enough. Goal number 4 on the board to Taylor Joyce. And goal number 17 on the board to Monbulk. Doing it comfortably. 17-11, 1-1-3. Leading Officer 2-2. Not a lot, 14. And we've been going 19 minutes in quarter number 3. What is that?
5-1 to nothing. Oh, jeez. No,
Would that be you?
that's not me, mate.
That's a friend of ours from the uni course.
I've got a
It
bit
doesn't
more,
look well.
got a bit more hair than that, unfortunately. Ball back in the middle. We'll just try and restore some sort of sanity in here. May, say something for God's sake. Ball back in the middle.
Well, May is the voice of reason.
Tap out by Bryce from Officer, but these Monbulk jumpers are just everywhere at the moment. They're just getting first hands on the football, left, right and centre. B cross handball to a teammate. He actually ended up getting it back. The ball's on the outer side. Fleming has it back to
Oh, you're in
Beecroft,
trouble.
and
Good
he's
tackle.
been getting tackled and
Yeah.
he's been holding the ball.
Good
The old
tackle.
deer in the headlights.
Oh, there we go. May has just restored the sanity.
Yeah.
Yes,
Free
thank
kick to
you.
Rogers. Busy man today, Leo.
He has indeed. He's been a good player as well. It goes to the top of the wing area near the pavilion once again. It's gone out of bounds for a throw. Really goes out of bounds on the top side. Even when the ball bounces, it tends to bounce back. Not quite as slopey as it used to be. To put a bit of dirt down here to fill it up a little bit, but I used to hate this ground, to tell you the truth. It slopes two ways and used to be like bog heap down here and gravel up the top. It used to hurt, but now it's absolutely immaculate.
Gravel?
Here they go once. Yeah, all the road used to just wash down onto the footy ground. Used to hurt, so you had to watch out for cars because they thought it was the road as well, but never mind. Anyway, we used to get scun knees, but Monbulk at the moment, this ground now is absolutely
we on
beautiful. I hope so. Goes to the forward 50 and the mark has been taken by Officers. We've got 5 conversations going at once. That's called multitasking.
Yep.
So half-back flank. Officer, we need to get him up the other end. Get a goal. Over the top they go. The Monbulk youngsters are doing a good job. Handball casually just laid out there by Fleming. Not going too far at the moment. Both sides just trying to get the ball moving. Here's an opportunity now on the left foot. That's Lind. Goes to the full forward area. Joyce couldn't hang on to that. It was beaten to it by Thompson of Officer. Can he get it out here now? They do so through the agency of a Chamat. Was it Chamat or it might have been even Lord? Umpire says play it on as it goes up to the centre wing. Here's an opportunity now. Oh, tackle. I hope he didn't get hurt in Mibus. But they turn it over once again. There's been too many. I'd hate to count them at the moment. Joyce goes after his opponent.
Great
good
tackle.
tackle laid there by Nick Wall.
Locals are happy.
You can hear that. There's a bit of a cheer squad to our left, which get a bit rowdy just the other side of the new scoreboard there. Of course, the Glenn James scoreboard. And ever since, of course, they call it the Glenn James scoreboard, Glenn doesn't keep the score. He does. You'll see him sitting on the pavilion side of the ground. He's got ADU Glenn. And he's got this fancy thing. It's like a tram man. He's got all the little numbers with the clickety-click things. And he's quicker than an electronic scoreboard. Never, ever got it wrong. So from about 35 metres out after a beautiful tackle, no problems at all. And Nick Wall kicks goal number 2 for him as well. And they just go on their merry way, don't they, the Hawks? They go to 18, 11, 119. And opposite, they are stuck on 2-2-14. We have been going 21 minutes here. Glennie James ran the scoreboard. And before you could say presto, the boom will be up there. So a great character. Unfortunately, a Hawthorn supporter, but never mind.
Isn't your darling wife a Hawthorn supporter too?
Yeah, that's another failing. I didn't know about that. That wasn't in the contract either, by the way.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight, Leo. You're not careful.
Again?
Oh.
Just have to get the dogs off. I wouldn't even let them
The dog ass.
Yeah, the horrible Hawks. He's a horrible Hawks. He loves it, and they're okay.
All back at the middle at times. Monbulk, they're looking to go forward once again. 105-point lead. Bernardo, busy today, been good. West, to the outer side. Fisted away there nicely that time by Major. And it's hugging the boundary line in front of the change rooms, I should say, not the interchange benches. They're near us.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Why have we got the coaches' boxes on this side of it? They used to be over there. I think they should. All the facilities should be over there.
It's a long walk.
It is.
I remember the old facilities here too. Old brick change rooms in there. As the kick comes from Rogers, they're inside 450, but there's just a nest of them.
The nest of Hawks.
Handball comes to Linda. Or Lind.
Lind. Like the chocolates in it, without the tea.
Oh, Taylor Joyce goes smack. You heard the thump of the bodies on the effects mic there. If you did hear that crunch, I can assure you Aiden's not eating a pie or something.
Oh, I reckon that hurt me, actually.
Oh,
yeah, you have it.
He's going to go again. And,
Joyce was circling.
You did
And
well.
it's been cut off there.
Good fair
that
bump,
time.
let me say, too,
Yeah,
by the
it
way.
was.
No one got hurt. It was just
No
a good hard
malice.
clash.
Gilbert's kick to the middle's good. Finds man with the long sleeves, the Grimes. Oh, not Grimes,
Bateson.
sorry, that's Bateson. They go inside forward 50. Who's going to be there out the back? Leading the run back is Schmate here for Officer, although these Monbulk jumpers are just everywhere and they're going to get another one here. That's a legal disposal, umpire, and that's the correct decision made. And a free kick would go the way of the Roos with a man down behind play, slow to get to his feet for Monbulk. I think it is Rutherford, as O'Loughlin has the ball and kicks it short and finds Taylor. Taylor deep in his defensive 50. His next kick's important. He's been told to go. Gets around his opponent. Is nearly tackled there. But they've gotten out of trouble okay here because here's Clark. Now they might be in a bit of Barney rubble, but Clark again. Handball was good. And Leo, you're going to have to take over.
Yeah, another little handball, and they just won't get the ball to the boot, will they? And it's been knocked out of bounds after the Riley Clark handball. But I think they're just overusing the ball a little bit too, May. And if you haven't got the quality and the players to do it, don't use it too often.
Absolutely.
The more times you handle it, the more chance you've got to turn it over at the moment. And you just got to play very basic footy. A bit like that. That's a kamikaze kick there out in the middle of nowhere, and it's going to come off. And the mark has been taken over there. This could be Lord or Hancock. It was a Lord who got it out there, but it went a bit wide as well. Picked up there, going right, going left. Little handball over the top. This time it went to the hands there of West. Goes in the forward pocket, and it has gone out somewhere. Is it out the full, or is it going to be a throw in? Umpire says it is out on the full. So it's a free kick again, of course, to Monbulk. They just run out around full back and runs his fair measure too. Little kick drops a bit short, picked up on the half volley there by Benny Smith. What can he do with it? Not a lot. Goes left, goes right, and they're just mucking around with it at the moment. End up with Wirtz. They're going back into the goal square. Now they kick it out to the top of the forward 50. Up very high. Oh, there's almost a great mark that Wenzel couldn't hang on to it. Over the top they go. Now they move the ball quickly through Strawn. And Monbulk straight through the middle of the ground. Kick out towards the broadcast side of the ground and bounces over the back of everybody's head. Shepherding absolutely no one there was Rutherford. Thin air in actual fact. Over the back of the pack. Baseman couldn't hang on to it. Dives back onto the football there. Now you've got to get it out, son. Otherwise you're going to be pinged. And the umpire says it's okay.
Ball's going to be ball back up about 15 metres out from home. Monbulk attacking end, Woolworths end of the ground. No one really got it down. Wrapped up straight away with the footy there was Beecroft, and now it's been brought back out, but it's going to come straight back in because the mark has been cut off there by Smith. Smith will bring the ball back inboard. There was 3 Kangaroos approaching him. The mark has been taken there by Wensley. Wensley's kick was a little bit too hot for Joyce. He has to go back in and run after it. Nearly went to opt to bump someone once again, but none coming towards. Getting in and under is Bateson. And now they might be a chance here. There's a big, high, tumbling shot on goal. Is it going to go over the heads? No. Touch through behind on the siren.
11:37, Alexandra 10:7, 67, Powelltown 2012, 132, Kinglake 13:42, Yarra Junction 9:963 to Warburton Millgrove 9:761.
Thank you very much. The sign's already sent it. Don't muck around here though. Oh, was a little throw out of the pack there by Beecroft, and Monbulk kicking up to the Gembrook end here in this last quarter. It is getting dark, but the lights are on. They should have used the yellow footy. Quick kick out of defence by Officer. Unfortunately lands in the hands of Kai Lind. Goes short. Got 3 players all over the place. An uncontested mark. Ryan Gilbert goes straight away into that forward pocket. And off to another good start. Monbulk, and this young man's been a very busy little player. And he is a real gun. Young Mackay Bateson. He's got a very tight angle to kick from. He's got to kick at a good 35-40. Up the hill. Bit of breeze which was out there. I'm not sure if it's still out there, Liam. Is there still a bit of a breeze out there?
Yeah, still a breeze out there. Very fresh conditions indeed.
Okay, couldn't come off the boot too well at all. It's just wobbled its way through. It has gone through for a behind.
I thought there was a mark on the line then.
So did I as well. I'm just going to push May out of the way. I'm running out of spot.
Just in the AFL, West Coast have made a little bit of a comeback. Adelaide 11-10-76, West Coast 7-7-49. So putting up a bit of a fight there, the Eagles.
Yep, had a bit of a nap as well. A bit like Geelong. They based their game on that. Let's get a good quarter start and let's have a sleep for half a game. Kick out from full back, finds its way at the top of the forward 50 in half forward flank area. And it's been called in for a ball up. What else did you find out outside, Liam, besides the weather being cool?
Just that the Monbulk coach very, very happy with their level of work, what they've done, just really emphasising on they really want to put a side away, and I think they've just about done that, even though you're up by 3 figures, but I can understand the terminology behind it. Can't repeat some of the words he said, but very, very happy overall.
Yeah, and of course, and former West Coast player as well, and gun footballer in his day is the coach, Andy Williams. Had a bit of a yarn over there to our guest speaker at Monbulk luncheon today as a long kick goes back into that forward 50, goes up, goes twice, no, can't hang on to it at all. And Mr. Cummings had a few nice words to say about some of the people as well, and things you don't want to repeat. But it was quite humorous. Officer, here's a chance now. Get it onto your boots. See, looking for the first thing you want to do is handball. We're there sometimes under a lot of pressure. You just got to get it onto your boot. Could have gained another 10 metres or so. Just dropped the ball there, I thought, was Jared Major. The umpire said you did. Former superstar player, Jared Major. Former captain as well. I'm not sure he might be skipper here today because Everin is not playing for Monbulk today. The big ruckman. Short kick and an opportunity here for Lukey Schmoll. She's been quite good as well. Had to pinch it into the ruck. Goes in that forward 50. Oh, crash, bang. The ball just spills free into the open spaces. Handball over the top to no one in particular. Goes into our little blind spot, Liam.
Yep, Officer trying to fumble the ball over. Nearly getting disposal there was Beddoes, but it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. Nearly gone 3 minutes.
Yep.
18-13 plays 2-2.
Great writing there, mate. You'd be proud of that when it looks like ants walking on a page.
I can read it, so that's fine.
There you go. But you're a solicitor, so you know all about that stuff. What are you, lawyer, solicitor, barrister, all the above? Sorry, Liam.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be interrupting while you're talking.
Ball in play. Fleming running back onto the football here. He has to give it over the top to the young man in Bateson, who centres the ball nicely and just did it in time before Oates got slammed into, and he piles on another one for the Hawks, and they kick away even further now. 19-13, 127 they are. An Officer 2-2-14, and we've gone 3.5, nearly 4 minutes.
Geez, you took a risk there. Look, he took a really brave mark, but the first thing he did was turn back into trouble. You just got to take that mark and make sure you get clobbered in the back and not the front. So lucky to get away with that. In the olden days, he would be said, "Great mark, Stephen. You can now just rearrange your nose over here on the bench." So just got to keep yourself and protect yourself at all times. But yeah, just running away with it, Liam. Like you said, 127 to 14, a scoreless quarter there in the third to Officer. So I know it's disheartening for the players to keep their enthusiasm up, but they've just got to do it. You know, they're going to have a time in the future where they're going to be doing the same thing to another club, and they're just going to have to bite the bullet and fight as hard as they can. As the ball goes up once again, uncontested in the ruck was Wensley. Got it straight down to the ground. It's on the cricket pitch. Bernardo got it out there for Officer. He's been trying his heart out all day, as has this young man in Lukey Smoltz, very undersized for a ruckman, and doing a terrific job. It's going to be another ball up. On a good length once again, and put the left fist into it. Wednesday didn't go too far. Unfortunately for Monbulk, couldn't get the ball out. There was Taylor, and Tommy Taylor would have got his 51st possession according to Liam Vertigan. The excitable one. Here we go once again. This time it's a free kick, and it's going to go the way. He did quite nice. He did Lukey Smoltz. I never know how they
25.
Descent.
Well, I never know how they work.
Arms out. Yep, arms out.
Well, he could have just gone. Yeah, but like. Anyway, it's gone into forward 50. Let's get a goal out here for Officer. And I don't blame the umpires. That is the rule, and you just got to bite your lip, I suppose.
How good the, I was going to say, how good are the white towels? Really,
the white towels are lovely.
Real
Whites
nice
aren't that
effect
good,
here.
but the towels are good.
Oh,
Bowen Johnson with the, they'll take effect soon. Bowen Johnson with the resulting free kick, an opportunity to kick into the township end here. He's about 35, 40 metres out, getting close to the man on the mark though. Has to go and kick it up very high. It's up in the air. It should come back from the right-hand side. It does that. And well done to Bowen Johnson. He kicks his first and the third on the board now to Officer to go to 3-2-20. And that's at the 5.5 minute mark of the last quarter. And that's their first score since the first goal since the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. So to say it was a badly needed goal, May, would be an understatement.
Absolutely, long time between drinks.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Coach killer, long time
she
between
hasn't said
drinks.
coach killer today.
I did.
yeah.
We got it in.
Ball back in the middle. Wensley in the ruck like he has been all day. Is that Lukey Smash in the ruck?
He's
Yes,
been
it
in the
is.
ruck most of the second
Yeah.
half. So I'm saying, he's that small you don't notice him.
Ball forward again. Decker. And he'll kick short, and mark has been taken there by Bateson.
He's been terrific, this little
And
guy.
he plays on once again. And he finds another teammate just on the short pass there. So they're sharing the sugar. The Hawks. And this is for goal number 20 on the afternoon. Do we know who's got it, Leo?
Yeah, I believe this is Tommy Taylor.
He snuck down forward as young Tom. When he's approached, yep, it is Tommy Taylor. Kick is on the way. Goal umpire likes it. So do the locals. 20th goal in the afternoon. 13th individual goal scorer for the Hawks. And they now go to 20-13, 133. Officer 3-2-20, 7 gone, final turn.
I'm surprised you asked me who it was, seeing you've got his postcard above your bed at home. So, hey, Tommy Taylor. He's done well. He's a good player.
Yeah, good
And
young player.
did it very, very nicely. And like you say, they're just really running away with this. But like you say, Monbulk need to do this. They're looking at better things than just finishing, in midfield. They want to get into that final series and have a real crack at it. So it'll be interesting to see how they can finish this off. Ball's been tapped down. Oh, great tackle here by Bernardo. That's got his arm pinned. The umpire says there's no prior opportunity. Fair call, I think, too. But good tackle helps his team, opposition player up as well. Great to see. Good sportsmanship.
Matching boots too, I think.
Oh, that's probably why. Where'd you get yours from? I got mine for $10 cheaper than you. Now he's not happy about it at all. Quickly got the right ball drawn. Got it out there to the top of the forward 50. Just pushed off the ball and getting the footballers Decker. Must have a private cheer squad as well. In that forward area looking for Taylor Joyce. It's over his head, but it's good enough to get it out of bounds for a throw in. Nothing else has been happening over there. How the Mighty Brookers going? That's the important one.
Let's have a look at the Mighty Brookers then, Leo. 13-15-93 to Belgrave 5-6-36. So
Hope Prince will
lead.
hurt that. Throw in, forward pocket. Off the ground they went. Oh, it was touched off hands. And I think that might have been young Hewson. But another point on the board. 20 goals, 14, 1, 3, 4 in Monbulk. 3-2-20 rather, Officer. We've been going now 8.5 quarter number 4. Bernardo stood there, took a whack in the air, got the ball out. Unfortunately, no one there to receive it. Also losing the ball on the run was Nick Wall. Not good enough to go back and get it. A Monbulk as it goes further by Tommy Taylor to the top of the forward 50. Umpire just lets him play on. Bit of fatigue starting to kick in as well, I believe. Great tackle laid there by Lukey Schmaltz. Is it in the back holding the ball? He is going to pay incorrect disposal.
Locals don't like it.
William Vertigan said it was in the back. It probably was. Short kick. Harry Dean's got it. Should have been Houdini. Over the top they go. Well rode there. Oh, the young bloke tripped over the last hurdle. There was Johnson. And that is a free kick.
Probably should have been descent there too.
As well, the umpire lets him go. Goes over now. Nice long kick into that forward line. That was a game by Harry Dean.
Oh,
in the forward pocket. There was a whistle on play. The umpire said go. Oh, fumbled at the incorrect moment. Being tackled by just received the ball was Riley Clark. And it's going to be a ball up, Liam.
Yeah, then inside the forward 50 here for Officer. They're fighting a little bit here. 50-50 on the last quarter so far. Good tap out there by Bryce. He won it decisively. Although it's come out decisively now once again for Monbulk. Although a 2-on-1 here, it's fallen out the back. First of the football should be Taylor, and it is. Should he handball? Oh, geez, handballed it straight in the air.
That's a throw.
Thornton got the handball, although
That's better.
Officer still have the football in their control just
Well,
for the brief period of time. Bernardo right up against the boundary line has taken the mark. He'll settle down, kick in board, although had an element of danger around it. Taylor didn't have took his opponent to the ground when he didn't have the footy, although no harm done as Officer inside their forward 50, and they'll have a shot on goal for the man who's already kicked 2 this afternoon, and Matt Rogers.
They just go so short. Real short. Too short. Anyway, opportunity. Long kick. Will it have the distance? It's not the accuracy. The mark's been taken right on the line. It hasn't gone through from behind. No, it's been taken there by Dylan Wirtz. It goes out in front of the old scoreboard, log cabin rather. Jared Major's got it. Oh, it goes very short back. Oh, goal squeak. Oh, just hung onto it. And they're just playing a bit of, I call that tempo footy in the AFL, Liam. Is that right? I call it rubbish, but never mind.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, and that's why the rubbish is there. It's been intercepted by Riley Clark. Like to see him kick a goal. It's come off his boot, and it has gone out on the full. Yeah, sometimes they just want to play this possession footy, and you're thinking, no, the coach wanted him to bury him. Get the ball up the other end as quick as you can. Don't play tempo footy too often, mate. Unless everybody's gone and there's no one around you.
Kick across the goals always makes me nervous.
Well, it does when you've got an opponent there. It's cool when there's no one around.
Yeah.
But, sometimes they do it because they think this is what we've got to do, and there's opponents there. Here we go now. Opposition just left it alone. Jared Major with it. Handball over the top. And they can go off and running, do Monbulk through the agency of Veet. There you go. Can get it going. It's getting dark now. It's right at the centre wing. In front of the Cases Castle over there. Picked up by Benny O'Loughlin, the skipper. He has been a very good Officer. Wish they had a yellow footy here in the last half because it's getting quite dark and those light towers look great, but the lights aren't very good just yet. Well, they haven't taken effect. A little handball came out and got straight back into the pack once again. Quick handball to no one in particular by Joyce. And now everyone's just laying on the footy. Umpire's going to ping him because they get in that position there and you think, oh,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
you're in a bit of trouble, son. And the free kick going to go to way of Officer. Didn't try to get it out, and it's going to go here to, is that 52?
I think it's 57.
Yeah, 57, be Hancock. Yeah. So let's hope you can kick a goal here. He's got to kick it, well, only got to kick it about 30 metres. So Hancock. Oh, it's come off like a bit of a wobbler,
Yeah,
and it's just snuck. I don't know if it's a footy, but there's been a lot of kicks which have come off not very, very well. So 3-3-21. Our Officer, they trail Monbulk 24-134. We've done 13 minutes.
Ball back into play. Kick was pretty good. And look at this, they're out through here. A little bit of open galloping room here through Strawn. Strawn's kick down the line is an absolute beauty, but unfortunately, front position there couldn't be taken there by Oates, and the quality mark going back with the fly of the ball was taken by the Officer's defender. I couldn't quite get who it was, but this one I do know. It's definitely Dean with the footy. They're playing a bit of possession footy out in the outer side in front of the opposing team's interchange bench. Dean again, spud his way out of trouble very nicely. A bit of a pirouette job. And now they're out again. Here's Hancock. Hancock will kick inside forward 50. That's to a pretty good area, it has to be said. But
mark.
Going back, nice mark taken by Jaden Joyce.
Yep, so they've got both ends covered, haven't they, the Joyce boys?
They do indeed, Leo.
It sounds like a band. Well, that's a poor kick. And standing underneath for him, just waiting for it was Harry Dean. Been very good as well, been impressed with his game. So they've got some quality amongst them as well. Officer, these young boys just got to grow into their bodies and they'll be okay. So from about 60 out, puts it right at the top of the 10-metre square. Anybody can rove that football. Nobody can. There's umpire says there's a free kick. Didn't have hold of the footy. It's going to go to Wade Monbulk. And they're going to go short into the back pocket. It's Gill who's got it, according to our sound effects.
Yep.
The mark's been taken now right in the boundary line by Kai Lind.
Yeah, Lind will kick it short. Well, short enough because it was a little bit overcooked. Missed everyone. Running back to the football was Neil. Neil gave it to Smoush. Over the top. Ty Lachlan, the skipper, had to wait. Back to Lukey Smoush, who slams it down the line.
Whoop, missed it.
A couple of them went back to the flight of the football. Lind, great kick, Strawn. Handball straight away. Now they're out through the middle. Here is young Fleming. And there that could be well on inside forward 50 because here's Joyce.
Oh, strong hands. Great pass as well there too by Benny Grimes. And oh, gee, you've got a ball coming at you like that, and you just run. You know it's going to be out in front of you, mate. It makes life a lot easier.
Get that W formation. Ball slides right in. Perfect.
W formation. Write that down. See? W.
Yes, sir.
The voice of reason. May Bromfield.
Joyce for goal number 5. On his way in.
Good looking
Kick is
kick.
on the way.
Beautiful kick.
And it's straight through the middle. Don't ever worry about it. There's his 5th of the afternoon. Monbulk's 21st. 21-14, 140. Officer 3-3-21. We've gone 15 and a half, pushing 16 minutes here in the final quarter.
We're going to have all these sayings made with fantastic. The voice of reason.
A couple of the boys are
Got to
cramping up.
say, yeah. Why?
I don't know. A couple of them have been just stretching after a tackle. Maybe a cheeky little corky or something. Just run it out. Locals are loving it though.
Strawny's getting a bit of a hurry up there by his fan squad. Ball went up and went down once again. Did quite well, did Schmaltz out the ruck. Bernardo got it out there to a teammate, and Lukey Smolch on the left foot. Unfortunately, no one there to receive it. It's been picked up by Monbulk's Lind and goes to the top of the green looking for Beecroft. It always bounces back the wrong way there. That's because of that little hill there. Good tackle laid by Beecroft. Umpire said no prior, and I'll ball it up. Good crowd up there in the lunch there, and
You going up there again after Leo?
it's a long way away.
Oh, sounds like an excuse to
It's halfway home to Dramana, just about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
It's on
true.
centre wing. Hasn't gone out there about more than 1 or 2 times. There's an opportunity now. They spread and run well, do Monbulk. Over the back of the pack. This kid is very impressive in Bateson on the left leg. Look at this man running. You can just trot it in on the left foot. Bang! Thank you very much. A very simple goal there, Glennie Strawn. And that's perfect for a left footer. Just running there on the arc, straight over the goal umpire's head. Lovely play. And of course that young fella Bateson involved once again. 22 goals, 14, 146. One of the biggest scores this year. 17 minutes gone. 3-3, 21. Officer and Strawny's kicked that. He just keeps running in front of the cheer squad.
Yeah.
And I think the 11-8 starting to kick in over there as well. Baden, anything happening around town? Where's the AFL going? Is there any footy? It's only the Crows, isn't it?
I think the Crows and Eagles is probably just about finished. We'll have a quick look at that, Leo.
Okay, mate.
Good jump in the ruck there by Smoush.
Keep going.
Yeah, it comes out, to, unfortunately, from a officer perspective. It was a good tap. It just went straight down to Decker, who takes the ball to the outer side. Can they bring up the 150 here, Monbulk? They're only a goal away. Here is Bateson once again. He kicks towards the forward 50. Joyce might have got a little nudge. Leo seemed to think so, but it's out of bounds in the forward 50 for a throw-in. Nearly 18 gone. 22-14, plays 3-3.
It does indeed. How'd you go?
Leo, full time at the Adelaide Oval. Adelaide 13-10, 88 to West Coast 8-9, 57. Crows getting up by 31 points.
Yeah, fought back well. Sort of got that break earlier, that gap really, and it just seemed to stay pretty even after that. So I'd say Simo, the ex-coach of West Coast after this year, had done pretty well to come back to the mighty Kangaroos. So we'll go, all right, maybe you'll go to Geelong.
No, Chris Scott just signed another 2 years.
Yeah, no. Very, very, very successful coach, except in finals, Chris Scott. So umpires lets him go. Something like a 70% win-loss record. Can't win a premiership. Goes back in the middle of the ground. Over the top they go. Good mark in front. No, umpire says play it on. Handball comes out and misses the target there in Rogers. So umpire lets him go. Nice little pick up there. There's a lot of missed targets at the moment. Now it comes into the open air. Monbulk through the agency of Smith. Goes in the forward line there. Stood his ground well, did Bernardo. Big fella there, and Taylor Joyce coming over the top of you. And Bernardo just kicked it into the coach's box and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. So they just really can't do too much about it, I don't think, May. They just haven't got the cattle on the park at the moment. And I think the way Monbulk set up and spread, really hopefully they've learnt something here today, officer.
Absolutely. The overlapping play by Monbulk as well has been so difficult to shut down. They're able to go through the corridor, whereas every single time officer has tried, it's just been a simple turnover.
It has indeed. Bernardo's got it again. He's been pinged with the ball with one arm tucked underneath him. And the umpire's going to be generous and say, couldn't get rid of that. I'm going to ball it up. So a few cars starting to leave before the big traffic jam out there in Monbulk. We don't want to do that, do we? The roundabout getting clogged up. The umpire lets him go. An opportunity now. The cheer squad there's drawing his cheer squad. Going quite nicely. Officer, just throw it out in the middle of the pack. Kick it off the ground, son. Can't do that. Nobody can pick it up. People are flying left, right and centre. This is where the cramp's going to kick in. Little handball came out underneath by Gilbert. They're going backwards to go forward. Back into the hands now of Smith. Goes laterally and they've got players spread out all over the place. Long kick there by Kyle Lynn.
Look at this.
And here they go. Take it. Here's Bateson once again, Liam.
Here's Bateson running towards the 50. He's within range. Shot on goal. It's going to go back towards the goal square. It's pitched between about 5 of them that should be rushed through here, you would think, although they've wrapped each other up there. And we're going to have a ball up.
Oh, could have run a bit further, Liam.
He probably could have. We've entered time on as well. 20 and a bit gone.
Umpires are cramping up now.
Oh, he's done 2 games though, so that's fair enough.
Oh, jeez.
Well
Hope
done.
someone buys him a drink after.
Yeah, that's Glenn Cooper. No, water.
Leo would.
I would not.
Powerade.
Hello.
Goal advantage played, I think. Yep. Another one.
Who's kicked that then?
Oh, I don't know. It happened all so fast, Leo.
35.
Tom Taylor again.
How can Liam miss that?
Yeah, come on, Liam.
Oh, leave me alone, I'm tired.
Oh, here we go. All the excuses in the world.
23-14, 152, Monbulk, 3-3-21, officer. And you can usually, if you don't know who's kicked it, listen to the cheer squad. Well, they're doing a great job. I'll put the extra effects mic. You can hear it for our effects mics. Having a great day. And it has been. Good crowd here today too.
Yeah.
For the luncheon as well. The Wenzel, unopposed. Went straight to the opposition ruckman there, and Lucas Smolch kicks it centre half forward here for officer. Nobody can pick it up. Now they can. Now the little handball. Was it a handball? Was it a throw? It was a throw. And the umpires played the advantage to Monbulk, and they are off and running once again. Big long kick into the half forward area once more. Oh, comes a big fella there in Taylor Joyce. And if you can't get the footy, you get something else or whatever. Whoever's in the way. And being steamrolled there, picking up the footies, the skipper, Benny O'Loughlin. Well, he won't shy out of a contest ever. So Benny O'Loughlin on the left foot. Goes to the outer side of the ground, or the pavilion side of the ground, looking for Riley Clark. It's been too wide for him, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in.
And for those who might have just joined, he's only mentioned it about 5 times. I think Leo went to a president's lunch today.
It was lovely too, and look, where's the next one? That's where we're going to be broadcasting from, I can tell you that right now. I think invited to too many. Usually Pretzel goes out there. Long kick, officer, top of the 50 now. Can they get this ball down? Looking for his teammate over there, and Bryce. He can't get to it before the boundary line beats him, and a bit of pushy shove. And it's going to be another throw in front of where the old log cabin used to be. Lovely. Did you ever see the log cabin, May?
No, I never got the privilege to see
it was a great little hut, and you would have seen it, of course, Liam, in your cricketing days.
Yeah, I did. It was still here when I was back playing under 14s and 15s in 2013, 14 and all those sort of times.
Yeah, we don't need to know your life story. Just asked you if you've seen the log cabin. Straight through the middle of the ground they go. A couple of bounces now. Long kick off the boot there by Decker. Goes in that forward area, and a nice uncontested mark taken by Nick Wall. Sorry, Liam. We aren't having fun because we like it.
Yeah, it would just about do me, I reckon.
We're not laughing with you, we're just laughing at you.
That's right.
Don't you up and be a chop.
Yeah, I'm just listening to the song.
I think that's a drinking game.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
He's got it down at 8.
So it could be down to 19s over there, I'm not sure. So Wall on the
Enjoy
right
res-
forward pocket.
enjoy
Just puts it to the
responsibly.
right, yeah, please. To the right hand side.
I'll
And
let
it's
him
gone
have some
through
fun,
for
Liam.
a
Oh,
free
gee,
hand.
Aiden. Sorry, mate. You're the Kid Leroy over here. Stayed out till 2 a.m. last night.
He couldn't even do his
Well,
concert,
might have been
unfortunately.
later than that, but that's all right.
Oh,
23 and a half minutes gone, 23-15, 153, Monbulk, and 3-3, 21.
I'm still here, though, Liam.
Sorry, big talking footy while you're talking Kid Leroy.
surprised you know it,
Apparently
player.
cancelled his concert 45 minutes into it when he wasn't even there.
Didn't even go on stage, mate. He just cancelled it.
Nah, had a nap, but never mind. And we see Nadal going for French Open number 43, I think he's going for, and should go all right too. Big long kick out centre wing at the moment. 1, 2, 3, playing a bit of volleyball. Get out of your officer now, kick it long. That's what we like to see. Get the ball down there. That's much better. Don't try and handball it. Get it down. They're trying to move the ball through to Skipper once more. No, Lachlan goes over everybody's head. Here's an opportunity. Kick it off the ground. I think that's the way to do it.
Yep.
And they finally got that ball moving quickly down the ground, and the goal has been kicked. It looks like Ty Beddoes.
The Phantoms actually kicked one.
What's he called?
Taj Beddoes, the Phantom. Remember when I read the wrong team and I gave him a goal?
Well, he's got one. So
Yeah,
I
well, there we go.
could have left it there. 4-3-27 now, officer. 23-15, 153. Mate, this is what we're trying to say. Don't use the ball. Get it down there. Put the backs under pressure. It's 1-on-1. It's 6-on-6. Rather than taking your time, it's going to be 6-on-18.
Exactly. It was
So-
4 kicks down there, goal.
That's the way to
That's
do
why
it.
they call it football.
Correct. Not soccer. So, no, he's going to soccer. Wenzel, left fist into the ball. Got another kick out there. He got the kick. No, it's not holding the ball. Handball come over by Rogers. Once more, can the officer get? No, they cannot. It's been a bit fumbly at the moment. Handball came out by Decker of Monbulk. This bloke's been pretty good too. In Glenn Straw, and it's into that forward area once more. An opportunity for Monbulk to answer that goal. Trying to do a good job there is a Chamat of officer. And it's gone to the boundary line, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. 25 minutes gone. Any other scores around town, Aidan?
Mount Evelyn 9-17-71 to Alinda Creek 19-13 127. Narry Warren 22-18 150 to Upway Tacoma 2-6-18. Woori Alec 12-8-80 to Pakenham 6-16 52.
Very
That's
good.
the Premier Division scores.
Oh, on the left foot, big opportunity there. Oh, he's a left footer too, Glennie Strawn. Spread it a bit wide, snuck it through for a behind. I better write it over here, mate, because we've run out of spots. 23 goals, 16. What's that? 154.
Correct.
Thank you very much. 4-3-27. 26 minutes gone. Quarter number 4. The lights just about taking effect, but those light poles look fantastic, just like Liam said. Take it away, Liam.
I'm rarely wrong, Leo. You should know that.
I
by
know. I know. I'll learn.
Yep, short ball on the outer side here. They're just getting a little bit of possession footy here, officer, in the dying stages of this game. 127-point margin the way of the Hawks. And they're doing what they were doing last week, Aiden, just racking up the Supercoach points, really.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Nothing
no,
wrong with that.
you weren't here to see that. No, sorry, mate.
Tommy Stewart, Geelong, 39 possessions, 13 of those from kicking, so I should never count that stat. Another pet hate of mine.
You're laughing if you have him on your Supercoach team.
Oh,
like I
no,
do.
love him, but they shouldn't be counting those stats.
There's a flying shot on goal, and that's just gone across the face. Sorry, I've lent in your face there.
No,
mate.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's all right.
That was Strawn again.
155,
It is.
27.
Yeah, I can't believe that. You run out of the goal screen and count it as a stat, so Tommy Stewart picks up 13 of them and gets 39 stats. Goodness gracious.
Got 40, actually.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
39-40, what's that?
filthied up.
It is indeed. Anyway, they just chip it across each other. There's an opportunity now. They just try to pass the ball. Monbulk says, thank you. And a bit of kick-to-kick happening at the moment. The mark's been taken by Harry Dean.
Dean kicks it short, and he's found a teammate. He's been called to go.
Go.
So he's kicked short. It's no good. It's been cut off. Mark taken by Decker.
Kick the kick.
The fan club just to our left, telling him to have a go. He loads up.
Whoa.
I tell you what, he's at a dip. Hasn't
Have a
got the
look at
carry.
that. Oh, that's a
across
point
the
of
face.
the day. Whoa. Who was that? Harry Dean.
No.
No,
Decker?
Decker. Sorry. Brain's gone into numb mode.
Long drive home.
It is, I know. I just put it into D for Dramana. I'm lucky my car's got that. 156-27, 28 minutes just ticked over on the clock on the fourth quarter. Where is it, the football? There it is. They should use the yellow one. It's getting dark in June. heading towards the shortest day on the 21st. You beauty.
All the days are short at the moment. Days
Oh,
are
they get
flying.
shorter, 21st. Then we go up the hill again once more. Centre wing once there. The lights in the new pavilion there, Cases Castle, looks very, very good. Up there at the Hawk's Nest, and it's gone out of bounds for yet another throw in. Don't forget, next week we've got the dulcet tones there of the excitable one and Liam Vertigan and the sweet voice there of Aidan Miller. Coming to you live from Alexandra. Is that right, you two?
Correct.
Road trip. I won't be there.
Oh.
No. Queen's birthday, mate. I've got to show respect to the Queen. Here they go, Monbulk. Can they get another goal before the final siren's grounds? Good clash of bodies there. Good attack on the football by both players. Can't quite see where it's gone. Little kick. I didn't go anywhere. I saw the foot go. Didn't see the footy go. So a bit of a fresh air shot. And it's going to be another ball up. Should be a great game there. And Race Tiger will show you through the best pavilion in competition.
We
I
went
reckon.
there last year, remember?
Yeah, up at Rebel Park. I can remember. I'm not that old.
Aidan hasn't been there before.
Can't remember what happened for
No, I
breakfast.
can't
but
say
I
I
remember that, mate. It is
Been
May, isn't it?
been to Alexandra before, but haven't been to the footy ground.
Oh, here we go. It's into the forward line. We are jesting, aren't we? We're losing our control here. Over the top they go once more. Monbulk doing it well. Veet had it. Go to a teammate, put him under a lot of pressure. Umpire says let it go. Advantage. Nope. It's going to come back. And there is the siren. And, well, that's a comprehensive win, wasn't it? That's another big quarter, another 5-goal quarter there to Monbulk. They finished on the score of 23 goals, 18, 156. And 4-3-27 to Officer. They really did try hard. You know, it's unfortunate for them that they are lacking a few numbers, and we heard this, the Prez telling us they were about 14 players short of their best side at the moment, which Aidan really, it's just going to be difficult for anybody to come up with a really good side like that. But they've got some terrific young players, and they'll learn from this, and hopefully their time will come when they get the chance to flog some other side. Anyone but Jembrook, of course, Aidan.
Yeah, that's it, Leo. You're 100% right. You know, it's a good experience for